didn't try enough, I didn't know what I had. But I really messed it up this time, and I feel so bad. I could really use a clue, baby. Tell me what to do before you make up your mind. Cause I'm pressing forward, but stuck on empty, and I'm running out of time. So leave me cold, leave me stranded, leave me broken, empty-handed. Leave me nothing, or leave whatever. But baby, promise me you'll never leave me all alone if you go. I gotta know, no sense thinking I'd be depending on a long lost love that walks out. You're never gonna leave me all alone if you go. I gotta know, no sense thinking I'd be depending on a long lost love that walks out. You're never gonna leave me behind. Don't leave me behind. Remember June and all the crazy plans we made. A campfire on a sunset lit beach. It could be so great. But watch out when I open my mouth, cause I'm causing all the doubt, and I should practice what to say. Cause I barely made it up this time, and now you need to pray. So leave me cold, leave me stranded, leave me broken, empty-handed. Leave me nothing, I'll leave whatever. But baby, promise me you'll never leave me all alone if you go. I gotta know, no sense thinking I'd be depending on a long lost love that walks out. You're never gonna leave me all alone if you go. I gotta know, no sense thinking I'd be depending on a long lost love that walks out. You're never gonna leave me behind. Don't leave me behind. So leave me cold, leave me stranded, leave me broken, empty-handed. Leave me nothing, I'll leave whatever. But baby, promise me you'll never leave me all alone if you go. I gotta know, no sense thinking I'd be depending on a long lost love that walks out. You're never gonna leave me all alone if you go. I gotta know, no sense thinking I'd be depending on a long lost love that walks out. You're never gonna leave me behind. Don't leave me behind.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Ravencast. Damn, that song went by quick. Hopefully, everyone is doing well tonight. Tonight, we got a big topic with a bunch of segments tonight. We're continuing to cover the minifigs Lego situation where they literally stole $200,000 from Brian and refused to bring it back. They refused to give the Legos back that they stole. They stole $200,000 worth of Legos, and they still to this day refuse to give it back to the guy. And now instead of trying to give it back or trying to work a way to, make peace with the guy, they're suing the guy, they're suing Reckless Ben, and the CEO has went on Fox News to defend himself. So we got a lot to get into tonight. We'll be covering that. But before we get into that, we got a big panel joining us tonight. We got a lot of people join because that's the thing. This is a topic that a lot of people actually want to cover and talk about because guess what? This is so fucked up. It's super fucked up what they did to Brian. It's so fucked up what they did to him. And yeah. But before we go ahead, and by the way, Dale, you can turn back your camera on if you want. But by the way, before we go ahead and right into the segment, we're going to introduce the panel. Currently taking my children to the doctor, but listening while in the car. Okay, that's fine. Damn, big panel. Damn, a big panel tonight. I know, right? So we're gonna go ahead and introduce the panel. We're gonna start going from below to top, starting with Zachary, aka Dan. Dan, how have you been since yesterday?
Doing fucking good, bro. How's it going? I stole, see, I'm a very bad person, so I had to steal somebody's identity to kind of, get away from trouble, so. But other than that, I'm doing pretty good. A lot has happened since yesterday. I don't know.
By the way, Dan's joking,
I don't know
guys.
if the election is going on with Tyler Dykes or the other person, but I want to know, has anything happened on that? We'll probably see in the stream, won't we?
Well, the Glace got concluded and they both ended up losing.
Oh, say, can you see?
I covered that, yeah.
We
did lose, but I covered the results before I got off last night, and it's fortunate. But great to see you're here live and alive. And I'm going to reach out to Tyler for a second interview. I'm going to give him a few days to, just chill, relax, and then I'm going to reach out to him and get an interview about the whole election, about the whole thing. So stay tuned for that if y'all want to stay tuned for that. But then we get to now, Jim. How have you been since yesterday?
I've been doing good. I'm here.
What about you, Torin?
Not bad.
And then last not least, special guest, because Dale doesn't really come on much, but he decided to come on this. Dale, how's it going? Welcome to the program.
Alive.
Welcome back to the program.
Welcome. Thank you. I'm alive, so I'm well.
That's good. And myself, I'm alive and well myself. In fact, we're always going to cover some drama, but then I was like, wait a minute. Why are we going to cover the nobody streamer that's bald where we can cover the many fig situation that has a lot of updates, a lot of developing stuff going on with that, and a lot of stuff that people actually care about. I doubt anyone cares about a nobody streamer that has a bald head and is BDP and schizophrenic, which we'll probably cover them on Kick sometime this weekend. But we're going to go ahead and get to it. So the first topic is... So the CEO of the minifigs, of Bricks and Minifigs, CEO, has went on Fox 5, Washington, D.C. for an interview. And I watched this before the stream, and he tells a lot of lies in here. Tells a lot of lies, tries to downplay it, tries to say that he is trying to work something out with Brian, and he is trying to, work something out. But we already know that that's all not true because the first video we watched last night debunks all of that. They got documentation. They were shown the contract before the video was even released. So all this guy does is lie. But is there any pre-perspectives y'all want to give before we get into this fucking guy fucking lying like a little bitch?
I have one.
What is
wrong with this dude's mustache?
I know, right?
French. He's trying to be French. Like
that is one elaborate handlebar mustache.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? So yeah, if there's not any other pre-perspectives, so go ahead and see the fucking lies and the fucking interview. Let's go. 3, 2, 1.
Our coverage so far, you know that we reached out to Ammon McNeff, the CEO of Bricks and Minifigs, to weigh in on the whole situation and a new statement released by the company. Ammon, thank you so much for joining me.
Yep, you bet.
All right, so first, let's get to the pending litigation against the original kind of owner of this collection, Brian Mansell. Is Brian named in a lawsuit that was brought forth by Bricks and Minifigs?
Yes, he's named as a party to the lawsuit that is going after the individuals who published, like the false statements regarding.
Let's stop right there. So you're gonna name him on the lawsuit just because he took part in a documentary where it's calling y'all out for scamming and taking $200,000 worth of Legos from him and not paying him for it. You're gonna put him in a lawsuit and try to sue him for being a victim? Really? That doesn't make sense. Like, why, if you know, because that's the thing, he admits that there was some wrongdoing. If you know there was some wrongdoing within your company, why are you trying to sue and silence the victim from going on Ben's documentary? That doesn't make sense. Like, it does not make sense at all. Also, welcome back, Torn.
Sorry, my headset's doing this weird thing again. I think I need a new headset.
The situation that's gone on in Salem, Oregon. And we're trying to work through that.
And that individual, is that the YouTuber who made the videos?
Yes.
Okay, so a comment I see reoccurring a lot is that this suit must be expensive, must take a whole effort from a large company. Why go this route instead of, as people say, try to just settle Brian's collection and move on and make everyone forget it?
That's a good question. That is a good question. See, mainstream journalists can have good questions and, actually conduct interviews without just being biased.
For a mainstream journalist, he looks like a dude that lives in someone's basement.
I know. That's probably why they gave him the story to cover the Legos thing. They gave it, hey, you look and sell enough. Let's have you cover this.
Not ever an option.
No offense to the journalist either. Just
no offense.
You look funny. Sorry,
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think he did a decent job. There's some other questions he could have asked, I feel like, but he didn't fully just sweep for him. Like, he asked fair questions that the people would have. So let's continue and see his answer.
Been working to try and work with Mr. Mansell for a good little while. We've asked for documentation as far back as a year ago.
You guys received the documentation last night when we covered part 1. They literally went to your office multiple times and showed you the contract to your fucking face. Ben literally showed the contract. He showed the documentation proving that the Legos were stolen, proving that the store still kept the Legos. Like, are you crazy? Are you dumb? Like, you can't sit here and lie and say, oh, we received zero documentation. That is not true. That is simply not true. You received the documentation. You received the contract. You saw the contract in your face. He showed you the contract, and he was trying to work it out with you. And you basically told him to go fuck himself, and you're keeping the Legos.
But we continue to reach out to try and, get towards a resolution with the Mansell family on this matter.
So why did you try to sue Ben and Brian for reaching out to you? The whole documentary was them reaching out to you to get you to do the right thing and give the Legos back, and you refused to give the Legos back. You were trying to say, oh, there's the previous owner. I had nothing to do with it, blah, blah, blah. It's the store's fault. You have to go to the store and confront them. It's not our problem. You kept on lying and trying to flip-flop and all that. All right, there's too much background noise, whoever's doing that.
Sorry.
And have you and Mr. Mansell ever talked directly one-on-one?
Not as of yet. I have sent direct messages to the Mansell family and to Mr. Mansell specifically, seeking to have a sit-down meet at the table, and go over all the documentation that we have, and to be able to.
Wait! I thought you don't have documentation. Now you're saying, to go over all the documentation we have. Which one is it? Do you have documentation or not?
Talk through, and from our side of things, if there have been any missteps through the transition of the store, we want to make things right. We want to do what's right by the customer, but all we asked for was documentation, and every time we asked for that up to this point, we seem to kind of then lose the connection.
What do you mean? Ben showed you the fucking contract in person. It's on video. You saw the contract. You saw the documentation. Ben showed it to you multiple times when he came up to your office directly to confront you. Why is this guy thinking we're stupid? We're not stupid. The audience is not stupid. Outsiders are not stupid. It's on video of you looking at the contract and you saying that, and you fucking saying that you're not giving back the Legos. It's on fucking video. You literally told him, oh, leave. You can't be here anymore. You have to leave because you're showing me this. It's like, he showed you the documentation. You kicked him out of the office. Like, damn, this guy thinks we're stupid. We're only 2 minutes and 22 seconds, and we've already caught multiple lies by this fucking dude.
Oh, they just wanna rip off the poor people who have suffering families. That's all they want to do.
That's literally all they fucking want to do is just rip off poor people that are suffering for families to benefit themselves, and they don't care who they hurt in the process, and they're gonna try to make the poor guy the villain, make Ben the villain, make everyone else the villain, but they're not the villains for not simply giving the Legos back. Because Ben even said, hey, look, if you just give the Legos back, everything will be all good, and this wouldn't be as big of a deal. I bet you Ben wouldn't even uploaded the video if they just gave the Legos back. Ben wouldn't even have any content or anything to talk about, meme about, or even discuss if you guys would have just gave the Legos back day one and not even gave a fuck about it. Just gave the Legos back and moved on and resolved this peacefully. But instead, you guys chose the aggressive part.
Bro looks like one of those Lego villains. Like, he's got a little handlebar mustache.
Millennial supervillain is what I like to call him.
He probably thinks he's a millennial Lego supervillain.
Also, those thin lines on his mustache, or like on the edge of his mustache, are really bothering my OCD. I want to just take a pair of scissors and cut them off.
It's bothering my autism too. It's like, bruh, really? Like, why with the fucking mustache? Like, that's so fucking uneven too. You see that fucking line sticking out a lot more than the other line. Like, what?
So you've offered Brian the inventory of sets that was in the store.
Yeah, whatever was left over, we've offered that on multiple occasions.
No, you didn't. Dan, you watched part one with me. Did he offer to give back the Legos once, or did he fucking
did,
just
but it was
call
a total fucking lie. He didn't do it. He offered it in
well,
in
Josh
a bad
offered
faith
it.
way.
Yeah, he offered it, but they never did. Ben literally, and that's the thing. Ben, for a whole month, kept calling them, asking for the Legos back, and they just kept ignoring them. And then you heard the call. They said, oh, yeah, we're not giving you the Legos now. We're not giving it to you. And it's like, bro, you guys postponed it. You guys offered to do it in a bad way. But then when Ben actually came and tried to pick it up, you guys didn't. In fact, you guys made Ben sue y'all for it. You made Ben go through all these extra steps just to get the Legos back. And he still hasn't given the Legos back to this fucking day. To this very fucking moment, this motherfucker has not given the Legos back.
And then, like if there was anything that had been done that was untoward by the previous franchisee, if that individual had sold more than they let on, and did not pay Mr. Mansell, we've offered to compensate him for the loss of the compensation that should have been given to him. So
why didn't you give it to him then? You said you offered, but you haven't still given it to him. That's why we're in this situation. You guys say, "Oh yeah, we're gonna give it to you. We're gonna give it to you. We're gonna give it to you," but you never give it. It's like when your parents used to tease you as a kid. Hey, we're gonna give you ice cream. And then if you will give you ice cream, if you get all A's, and then you get all A's, and then they're like, oh, you got to keep having all A's like all year long, and they just keep postponing it because they don't actually want to give you ice cream. They're just saying that to fucking get you to do what they want. That's the same thing with this situation. You guys kept offering for him to give back the Legos just so they left you alone, but you guys never gave it back. Even when he did leave you alone, you guys didn't give the Legos back. In fact, you guys wanted a full-on apology, so Ben made a fake AI video of Brian apologizing, and guess what? You still didn't give the Legos back, even with the apologies they gave. So yeah, you could take that and shove it up your fucking ass, you fucking lying sack of shit.
We've tried to make multiple offers, and
multiple offers that you never follow through with. See, there's a difference between making an offer and actually following through with the offer. You never followed through with the offer. That's what people are mad about. That's what Ben's mad about. That's what Brian's mad about. That's what I'm mad about. That's what everyone's mad about is you haven't went through with the offer. You haven't fulfilled your end of the bargain. You had all you could do right now to end all this. Drop the lawsuits, drop everything, and just give the man his Legos. And then Ben will leave you the fuck alone. Ben's even said, hey, if you give Brian his Legos back, my goal's finished, I'll be finished. Yet, guess what? You guys still haven't given back the Legos, and that's why we're here still. That's why everyone is making a big deal about this situation, because you still haven't given Brian back his Legos.
Hopefully we'll be able to get them to the table so we can discuss it.
Now, as far as offering Brian the inventory, have you gone through the store, figured out what was part of his collection, taken inventory and shown him that inventory to offer that?
So again, yeah, as this situation unfolded, and as additional investigations have continued to evolve so we could find out where there was a miscommunication, there was some initial findings and discovery of like, hey, these seem to match some of the things that were being stated, but we don't have any indication otherwise. We were able to determine some other indicators later. And so all of those were set aside to say, hey, these may match. So let's set them aside in case, he can, we can.
Why being so fucking vague? Like, oh, we found it and we found a It's like, bro, Ben literally showed you to your face that the Legos were still there. In fact, when he tricked that employee to come out for the contest and then they told him about the Lego thing, the employee literally admitted that the set was still in the fucking store. The employee literally admitted that the same set that they showed that was Brian's is still in the fucking store. Not to mention, something I forgot that I need to mention that I forgot earlier. Ben also showed y'all the documentation's proven that Brian was the owner of the Legos. He didn't just show you the contract. He also showed the clause where it says, hey, Brian is the owner and that until the items are sold, the Legos are his.
Work together. Those then were all.
Y'all remember that? Dan, you remember the clause Ben showed this motherfucker that proves that Brian owns Legos?
Yeah, I remember.
Offered to him, and the initial offer was
I
rejected.
was making sure because this guy likes to fucking lie, and I don't want people thinking, no, Trey, you're misremembering. I am misremembering shit because this guy keeps on fucking lying and lying and lying and lying. And y'all saw the first video with me yesterday, so y'all know he's fucking lying.
But then as we've continued, we've found additional documentation that shows where there were separate sets of books and spreadsheets being kept between, or from the former franchisee. And so as those things have come to light, we've tried to share those with Mr. Mansell in hopes that he can see, that we were not attempting in any way, shape, or form to withhold anything that we could verify, and that
why didn't you give it back? You could have just given it back to him when Ben proved y'all that Brian owned the Legos. Instead, you said you're going to call the cops. You told Ben not to come back. You kept on fucking, fucking with him, and your fucking owner, your employee, Josh, kept on, lying to him, saying he's going to get back the Legos, and then saying he never said that, and then lied and said that, hey, we don't even have the Legos. Like, come on.
We do want to help him recover as much.
No, the fuck you don't. No, the fuck you don't. If you wanted to help him, you would have been helped him by now. You would have been helped him if you wanted to help. Get the fuck out of here with this like, oh, I wanted to help. We want to help him. No, the fuck you don't. You would have been helped him by now if you wanted to help him.
The collection. Now, the initial number was, promotional, but the actual factual information shows that the value of the more realistic value of the collection was closer to about $100,000, which is what the documentation that we've been able to determine that both parties to that consignment agreement kind of had an understanding between each other that was the actual real value.
So you dipped a bit into this new statement, and this concerns the previous owner of the franchise on the Kaiser branch. So tell me a little bit about what you guys found.
So our franchise operates on the buy-sell trade model.
Well, so why is he just blaming everything on the former franchise owner and not the current franchise owner, Josh? The guy that fucking lied and kept on trying to bribe him for an apology and all that and kept on making this into a bigger deal. Because Josh literally fucking lied and said he didn't have the Legos in stock. But then guess what? Proof came out that, hey, they did have the Legos in stock. They still have the Legos in the fucking store to this fucking day.
Didn't the store
For
close?
Lego.
Yeah, the store's closed. So they probably have all the Legos at some fucking warehouse somewhere by now.
We love Lego.
Yeah, the store did close because we covered that last night in the first video.
Yeah,
There's
so is he talking about Josh or the owner before that?
no, he's talking about the owner
That's why I'm
before.
confused.
No. He's talking about the owner before. He's not talking about Josh. He's talking about the lady. You know, the lady that they kicked out?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
I heard
talking about
that.
her. Because Josh did the same thing. Josh kept on blaming the lady and said it was her fault that this happened, that it was all on her, that he had nothing to do with
Yeah,
the
from what I
contract.
understand, she went down to the store to try and make things right because it was fucked up and they basically kicked her out.
Yeah, they kicked her out. And that's what this guy's not saying. This guy's not saying, hey, the previous owner that made the contract tried to correct y'all and let y'all know, hey, these are his Legos, and y'all kicked her the fuck out. So you can't blame it all on her when your current owner is the one that is doing this. Your current owner is the one that's still keeping the Legos and lying and making this into a bigger deal than it needs to be.
And everything that it stands for. And so, but we know that consignment agreements can be very difficult. And so we make sure that in our operations manual, through all of our training, we train all franchisees that consignment is not part of our model. It's written into the operations manual. It's trained on. It's very explicit. However, unfortunately, we had a franchisee go rogue and enter into a consignment agreement without our knowledge or authorization. And then it appears that may not have been honored with the person that she had entered into that consignment agreement with. And then through other circumstances, we ended up retaking over that store. And in the shuffle, there appears to have been just some confusion as to how, why, and where, like some of this came about. And as we tried to figure that out, we started uncovering more documents, more information. And what we found was that there were 3 separate sets of records that were being kept that shows that Mr. Mansell was significantly underpaid by that former franchisee. And so we've been trying to make sure that we can properly do like a forensic accounting and make sure everything is being looked at properly so that we can work together to get that family resolution.
And
All you could do is just give the fucking Legos back and call it a fucking day. Go find where the Legos are, get them out of your inventory, and send it to Brian, and boom, all this could be over. All this could be over literally within like 10 seconds if you just did that. But instead, y'all had to go this fucking far. Y'all had to get Ben arrested. Y'all had to do this fucking illegal, shady shit. And this is why everyone's fucking mad at you.
for our part, we'll reach out to those parties as well. You mentioned a couple terms I want to get into, that the franchisee agreement was not honored. Does that mean you're saying Mr. Mansell was underpaid by the franchisee?
From what we can tell, yes. The documentation that we've been able to pull out from a couple of different sources indicates that more sets were sold than were reported to him, and from that unauthorized consignment agreement, but that
so if you know that that what the franchisee did was illegal, and you know that the previous owner didn't have any authorization from you, which that's the thing, that could even be a lie itself because the owner tried to get it back. Well, let's say you're telling the truth, right? Let's say that the previous owner did it without your permission and knowledge. Okay, so why not give the Legos back now that there's a new owner there, now that Josh has taken over? Why didn't Josh just say, hey, you know what? I'll give you the Legos back. The previous owner handled it. I'm sorry that, she handled this wrong. I'm sorry that she didn't, handle the contract right. I'm sorry she didn't honor the agreement. here's the Legos back, and that's separate. Instead, y'all continue to sell the fucking Legos even after the old owner left.
Overall payments to him did not match what had been sold through the store under the previous franchisee.
Okay.
Hey, Triton.
Real money, by the way, too, from y'all, by the way.
You hinted at the circumstances by which.
What's up?
Did you see the Patreon CEO's video yet?
No, I haven't.
I just sent it to you in DMs.
Franchises.
It's really short. It's about a minute long.
We can cover it. We can cover it. We can cover it that after, but we also have to cover.
Yeah,
Benson.
it's really
we got
funny.
a lot to cover. We got a lot to cover. Y'all don't need to be. Y'all need to be sending me this before the streams, because especially today, 'cause it's like we got. So
Well,
much
this
to
one's
get
like really
through.
short. It's just his message to the bricks and minifigs, basically saying, "Fuck you, I'm not taking down Ben's Patreon page."
All right, we'll watch it after this.
Taken over. Now, this, I'm sure, is the thing you've been asked a million times. Do you want to get into it all, that security camera footage? And you said in the new statement, I believe it is that Bricks and Minifigs did not know about this consignment agreement at any point before that security camera footage was taken. Is that true?
Correct. Yes.
Okay, so what does
Even
this?
if that is true, right? I don't even believe that, but let's say that's true, right? Why did you just give the dude his fucking Legos back? And I know I may repeat myself a little bit, but why the fuck didn't you give his dudes the Legos back as soon as you found out about the agreement? The old owner tried to come to the store and make it right. Instead, y'all kicked her the fuck out and told her to go fuck herself for trying to make things right with Brian.
Change in terms of the case. If I'm a regular Bricks and Minifigs enjoyer, and I'm looking at all of these videos, all of this coverage, what would you want me to think now that I know that Bricks and Minifigs Corporate didn't know about the franchisee agreement before the change of hands?
Yeah. So I think the biggest thing is knowing that obviously this took place in 2023. And since then, we have been.
And 3 years later, you still haven't given him the fucking Legos back. It shouldn't take y'all 3 years just to give him his fucking Legos back. We're in year fucking 3 for 2023, and you still haven't given this guy his fucking Legos back to this very fucking day.
Continuously working to tighten our oversight with our franchisees, make sure that we have more field agents capable of making more field visits and doing field audits to look at records, documents, things along those lines to understand what's really happening in each of the locations. So we've increased the oversight with our franchise system, and that is, I think, a really big and important part for everything, so that customers know that franchisees will be following the rules of the franchise system and providing better protections to the end customers when they come in.
All right, and just to wait a little bit into that, we have a couple Bricks and Minifigs in the area. A lot of people have seen this story, and they are worried now. What are the steps that corporate can take to dissuade fears here? Is it taking legal action here?
I think the most important thing is to ensure that we are protecting our franchisees, and that the safety of our stores is our number one priority. Or the safety of our franchisees, the customers, their families, everything. That's our number one priority.
When he says franchisees, you know,
I think he slipped there when he said that.
Yeah. You know who he's saying? You know who he's protecting? Josh. He's protecting Josh, the guy that made this whole thing into a big nothing burger, the guy that fucking lied to Ben multiple times, the guy that said he'll give the Legos back, but they never did. He's literally suing Ben and fucking slipped. He just admitted that he's only doing this to protect Josh. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the only reason he's suing him. Yeah, franchisees. Who's the franchisees?
And then he changed his words right there at the last second.
Yeah, because
he knew he screwed up.
Yeah, he knew he screwed up. He knew that, hey, wait a minute. Josh isn't no franchisee. You shut down his store. He shut down his store. Oh, wait.
Well, not just that. Not just that. He was admitting he openly protects the franchisees over the customer.
Yeah,
And then he realized he couldn't do that, so he changed it to his customer safety.
Yeah. He said, "Oh, customers," but it's like, nah, we know what you meant. You're rather to protect your own franchisees over your own fucking customers and your own donators. Because Brian donated his fucking Legos and had a whole contract, and yet you're protecting and siding with the franchisees over him. At least he was honest, but you slipped up because now everyone knows what you're really doing this for. You're not doing this to help the customers. You're not doing this to help Brian. You're not doing this at all. You're only suing Ben and Brian to protect Josh's ass, to make sure that Josh doesn't look bad and that you could still employ Josh into another store.
So ensuring that people are held accountable for making false statements and
false statements. What statement has Ben or Brian made that was false? Because every statement that he's made in that whole hour-long documentary, he had evidence, he had receipts, he had legal proof, and all the stunts he did it in the legal way and made sure he showed evidence. Hey, this is legal. This is why I'm doing this. Like, he's told no lies on you guys. In fact, some of the stuff, he's not even claiming. Some of the stuff he said, like about Josh not giving the Legos back, Josh said it in his own fucking mouth. That Josh's own words were being used against him. You can't sue Ben for that. Josh's own words incriminated you guys. Your own words on that fucking documentary incriminated you. You can't sue somebody and say, oh, this is false, when they're using your own words against you.
Like taking advantage of other people's circumstances in this matter. That's why we've taken the legal action that we have, is to hold people accountable. But at the same
people accountable, you're literally holding the victim accountable more than the perpetrator. Josh is the perpetrator. You should be holding him accountable. He's the one that still was selling the fucking Legos knowing that shit was not his.
Same time, we're also willing to sit down and work through things and make sure that we can just
Ben tried that. He tried that. They've already tried that.
Take anything that is something that we can work together on. I think that will help us resolve any issues that we have. And if we can make sure...
What's up, Toy Bounty Hunters? It's been a while. How's it going?
That people know that we're not going to sacrifice the safety of our franchise locations, then that will, I think...
The safety? What? Ben didn't put you in danger? What the fuck? What do you mean safety? What do you mean by that? Ben didn't go there threaten anybody. He didn't go harass anybody. He didn't go do anything. All he did was ask for the Legos back, and y'all kept calling the fucking cops on him. Your franchise kept on calling the fucking cops on him multiple fucking times and fucking lied on him too, which we're to get to part 2 of Ben's video that he posted on YouTube, where they literally tried to lie and say that Ben was taking heroin and basically tried to get Ben arrested and used every legal way, every single way to ruin Ben's fucking life for just trying to get the Legos back.
Help now and in the future.
So what are you asking Brian Mansell?
Well, our number one priority in this entire situation is and has been to ensure that anybody, including Mr. Mansell and his family, they are treated fairly. And so as we...
Y'all didn't treat... I noticed how he didn't even say Ben. He didn't say, oh yeah, we want to make sure Ben's treated fairly, because they treated Ben so fucking unfairly in the first documentary. So fucking unfairly. Kept on telling him to fucking leave, kept on calling the cops on him, kept on trying to arrest him, kept on trying to say that he was making bomb threats. Like, you guys have mistreated Ben the fuck out of him. You guys kept on mistreating him.
We've gone through the documents, and as we've looked at everything,
Whoa. I thought you had no documentation. Now you look through everything? He can't even keep his story straight. First, there's no documentation that they were shown. Then they said they're looking through the documentations. Then he said there's no documentations. Now, just again, he said, oh, we looked through all the documentations. Which one is it? Do you have documentations or do you not?
one priority right now
I'm
is to
so tired of this fucking inconsistency. Which one is it? Do you have the documentation proving that Brian was scammed or not?
ensure that he gets made whole. With the underreporting that took place and the documents that we now have that shows what actually went on.
Whoa. Underreporting? He showed you the fucking documents in the reporting. In the fucking documentary. He showed you the documents to your face. He showed you the whole fucking contract and everything. Ben had receipts on receipts on receipts proving that Brian was scammed and wronged. He had voice recordings. He had whole phone calls with Josh proving it. But yeah, this guy's going to say, oh, we wasn't showing anything till now. That's not fucking true. In the first documentary, in the fucking filming of the video, you were shown the fucking evidence. You were shown the evidence 3 years prior before the documentary even came out.
We know that we have a responsibility to work with him to make sure he does get made whole. And so we're working towards that.
And give the fucking Legos back. Give the Legos back. That's all he wants. He doesn't even want the money. He just wants the fucking Legos back. Give the fucking Legos back.
Hoping that he'll be able to come to the table. We're excited to be able to make that happen. And so we want to make sure that everybody knows that we're working diligently to get him to the table. So
right. Do y'all believe this bullshit? Do y'all believe this bullshit that they're working deliberately trying to help Brian? Because in the whole video we watched last night and reacted to, it seems like he was doing the opposite. Yeah, he made a little bit of false promises, but he kept backtracking. Every time Ben showed up, he kept telling Ben to fucking leave. There were a few times he didn't even want to talk to Ben and just told his fucking security and police to go tell Ben to fucking leave. But yeah, they just wanted to help. They just wanted to help, but yet they harassed the guy that was trying to defend Brian. Because Brian tried reaching out, and yet they threatened to fucking sue him. That's another thing. Why did y'all threaten to sue Brian before Ben even got involved, if this was the case? Why did Josh try to fucking sue him before Ben even got involved? Because that's why Brian even got Ben on this case, because he was threatening to be sued over it. And he couldn't sue him because y'all have millions and millions of dollars, and he knows that. And he knows you ain't going to win because y'all can get good money for a good lawyer.
we can get that taken care of.
Now you say make whole. Will that include saying, hey, 780 sets, 1,200 minifigs, we're going to tell you what we have where, we're going to tell you what we think was sold. Does that come with making him whole?
Yes. Yep.
And giving it back to him. The only way you can make this situation right is giving back all the Legos that Josh stole from him. All the Legos you took from him, give them back, and it will make it right.
Able to show all the documents, and if he was, like, again, as we believe through the documentation,
welcome back, Torrin. Seems like your headset fucked up again.
Yes, it did.
Not paid.
I don't know why
the
it's
way
been
that he
doing
should have
that. It
been.
seems to be happening with StreamYard a lot.
Then we
Doesn't
would
seem
cover
to
the
happen on
difference.
Discord though. I don't know why.
It's weird.
All right, Mr. Emin McNeff, CEO of Bricks.
Well, it doesn't happen with Discord because with StreamYard, when you have issues, it automatically disconnects. But Discord, it doesn't disconnect you from the call when you have internet issues or mic issues. That's why StreamYard's like really strict. Like if I unplugged my mic right now, I'd be disconnected from the stream.
I don't think it's an internet issue. I think it's an issue with my mic's USB connection.
Yeah, every time your mic disconnects, it disconnects from you. But with Discord, it doesn't do that.
Minifigs, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you for going on the show and fucking lying and making an ass of yourself. So before we get to the Patreon video, we're gonna get final perspectives on that.
Jim's AFK, just so you know.
Oh, Jim's AFK. All right, so we'll start with you then, Torrin. What do you make about the whole interview with the CEO? Do you think the CEO was telling the truth, or think he was lying his fucking ass off?
He said he'd be back, by the way.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to go do a couple of chores.
All right. Tell your final perspective.
But yeah, I think this dude's a fucking liar. He even looks like a villain due to the fucking mustache. and you can tell he's a fucking liar. And he even fucked up what he was saying in the middle of that interview.
Yeah, he
like
did.
you could tell he slipped up, and he's like, "Oh shit."
Yeah,
I
he
slipped
slipped
up my
up.
lie. And then
Yeah,
he
he
had to
said-
fix himself.
Yeah, he had to say, "Oh, I'm only protecting the franchisees." It's like, "Oh, wait, and the customers too, and the customers."
Yeah, basically.
What about you, Dan? What do you make of the whole situation of the Fox News interview? Dan? You're muted.
I'm gonna
there you
say it
go.
right now. He wanted to go on air and show himself to be even more fucking incompetent. I can't even believe the fucking news media gave him the opportunity to lie to the American people again. Just shows you what priority our fucking news media has in the.
Well, they have to get his side, even if he's a fucking liar. Like, you have to get both sides of the situation. And if they didn't do this interview, then it would have made him look more bad. Because if anything, the interview didn't make him look good. It made him look more bad. And then
especially that little slip up.
And not only that, but credit to the journalist. He wasn't asking softball questions. He got straight to the point and kept asking, and even said, "Hey, why go this legal route? Like, why even go the legal route? Like, it looks."
This proves local journalists are more competent than national ones.
Yeah, fucking hilarious, isn't it?
What about you, Jim? You came back just in time. What was your final perspective of the Fox News?
Yeah. I'm sorry, family issues, but
it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah. Basically, from what I've heard and I was doing what I was doing, he's a scumbag. He needs to lose his company, or he needs to give it to somebody that's in second in command. That's not a scumbag. Someone more fit for the job. And that's just my opinion.
And I agree, because he's fucking handled this situation so poorly and so wrong. And he's definitely incompetent. He definitely shouldn't be running a company, especially if you can't even help a victim that got scammed by one of your franchisees. Then you can't. Yeah, that's the thing. Have you heard of Trash Fire Bat? No, I haven't. I don't know who that is. So that's that. Let's see.
But yeah, that video I sent you might be
I'm
a really good follow-up.
I'm pulling up right now. 7:36. And then we get to watch Ben's part 2, where he put a little bit of part 2 on YouTube, the parts he could show. So we'll watch that after this video. So let's go ahead and get into the Patreon CEO basically telling telling the
Bricks and
minifigures to go fuck themselves.
The
Patreon CEO has told because this thing, they tried to get Ben banned up. Hold on, Troy! I'm trying to explain before I pull it up.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I have to monologue. I can't just fucking be silent. I didn't mean to scream at you, but that kind of...
No, I apologize.
No, that's all good. I didn't mean to scream at you, but it's just like, damn.
I thought Stream was doing his thing.
No, it wasn't. But anyways, let me fucking explain. Okay. So they try to get Reckless Ben banned off of Patreon because he uploaded his part 2 documentary on Patreon, and the Patreon CEO made a response video, and it's short, 49-second response. So we'll play the clip in its entirety, and then we'll get perspectives on it. 3, 2, 1.
Dear creator community, my name is Jack Conti, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Patreon. On May 29th, Patreon received an official takedown request filed by Bricks and Minifigs for media and accounts related to Reckless Ben and an ongoing dispute regarding a local Lego consignment issue. This is the verified complaint with exhibits. This is the request for immediate content removal pursuant to temporary restraining order. And this is the motion for the temporary restraining order and preliminary injunction. So after an extensive review and investigation by Patreon's trust and safety team, we have in fact, unfortunately determined that Bricks and Minifigs can stuff it. We're keeping Ben's pages. If the community doesn't like that, they can sue us. Patreon out.
He's like, unfortunately, our investigation has determined that they can go stuff it. So, Torrin, what's your final perspective on this?
This dude's based.
He is based. He's like, hey, I'm not taking this down. You go stuff it. You sue me too if you want. You can add me as a Jane Doe if you want. I don't give a fuck. What about you, Jim? Jim?
Okay, there we go. Got it. Stupid thing didn't want to unmute. All right. Yeah, I love the man. Good on him.
And what about you, Dan?
Awesome.
Based. Now let's gonna get to the serious stuff. This is gonna get dark. This is gonna get dark, and we're about to get into a dark rabbit hole. So have your popcorn ready. And Thunder, when you, I know you can't have popcorn because you said you're in the car or something, but I don't know. Go on your way home. Go buy some popcorn because this is gonna be a long fucking ride. Which this one's only 47 minutes, so it's not that long, but it's just a lot of dark stuff, a lot of juicy stuff, and shit is about to get real. Yes, shit's about to get real over Legos, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go ahead and find the Reckless Bench channel, youtube.com. And I've watched this video last night while doing research, and I'm just letting y'all know, this shit gets really intense. Really intense. Okay, there we go. So he ends up getting arrested over Legos, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to go ahead and mark the timestamp. 52:08. All right. Let's continue with this. Let's pull it up now. So, and yes, Torrin, I am pulling it up this time. So,
all right, okay.
All right. So, while I'm pulling this up, just to explain to y'all the situation.
Fund me.
All right, hold on.
Third floor.
So, Ben ends up getting arrested because he kept on trying to get the Legos back, and also kept on trying to serve Josh some papers because he ended up suing Josh and Brandon, the owners of the franchise, because they basically, scammed this. They scammed them without of Lego sets because they legally bought the Lego sets they had from Brian, because legally Brian owns the Lego sets. So they bought the Lego sets for $10,000, and they tried to buy it from the store, and the store called the police and told them to kick rocks and get the fuck out. So Ben is trying to sue Josh and Brandon for basically taking his Legos, and they end up calling the police, swatting him multiple times, and yeah, this shit gets really dark. So, is there any perspectives before we go ahead and delve deep into this?
No, I'm good.
All right, let's delve deep. Get 10-4 hats on, popcorn's ready, and let's get right to it.
Step outside, everybody. No. Don't move.
This is the story of how I got swatted, all because of Legos. The whole thing started with me investigating a Lego company called Bricks and Minifigs. The company sent two guys to steal the world's largest Star Wars Lego collection worth around $200,000. And for some reason, the police are helping them get away with it. The family reached out to me saying that I'm their last hope to get them their life savings back. The video I made exposing them was actually insane. Check it out if you haven't seen it yet. But we ended up taking them.
Yeah, we watched it last night. We did a whole reaction. And if you didn't see our coverage last night, watch yesterday's VOD and you'll get caught up.
The court, and we actually won. When I went back to the store to collect my money, they literally shut down the entire store just to avoid paying us.
Dang it!
So I personally gave them an official closing ceremony, and it went extremely viral. And now the entire world has seen how corrupt this Bricks and Minifigs company is.
We didn't get the Legos back, but I mean, we shut down an entire business.
We still had to get the Legos back. Yeah, I made a promise to this family that I was not going to stop on my journey until we get them their entire Lego collection back. Right now, the two owners, Joshua Johnson and Brandon Best, probably think that they're safe by closing out the store. But the reality is, I can literally just sue them all over again, but personally this time. So I started to file my lawsuit. But right after I filed this court case, it got rejected. And the reason was I failed to demonstrate a good faith effort to resolve the dispute prior to filing.
Basically, before this court case get approved, I have to at least attempt to settle with Josh outside of court first.
I tried calling Josh, but I'm blocked.
I'm sorry.
Oh, man. So my only option left is to travel to his house to have this conversation in person.
Basically, if Josh wants to save the day, I got him a trophy that says Joshua Johnson saved the day.
And I already noticed some criticism of, oh, why did he have to add humor to the video? Why did he add? Because he's still entertaining us. He's still an entertainer. Yeah, he's doing a good thing, but he's still going to be a content creator. He's still going to do funny bits, and that's the thing. Who cares? The funny bits are not harassment. He made a trophy saying Joshua Johnson saved the day. Who gives a fuck? Oh, he made a trophy. That's harassment. No, the fuck it's not.
And we'll give him this trophy, but he has to give the Legos back first.
So we started driving to Josh's house to have this good faith conversation the court requires us to have.
We're in Josh's neighborhood. Oh my gosh.
But when we showed up, Josh was already outside talking on the phone to someone.
Oh my gosh, okay, Josh is outside on the phone.
It's crazy.
Wait, do I interrupt his phone call or do we just like wait?
Interrupt his phone call?
No, probably not.
I thought it would be pretty rude to interrupt his phone call, so we parked around the corner and decided to wait for him to get off this call.
I like how we just have this conversation outside.
Right. He doesn't want to get his wife involved. He's hiding something.
Oh, look, he's like, right when they said that he's literally waving to someone in the house, either his wife or kids or whoever's in there. He's like, don't worry, I'll be back in. It's nothing. I just have to find a way to make sure that I don't get sued. Sorry, guys. I have to make sure that we steal this old man's Lego collection. Don't worry, kids. I'll be back. I'll pay attention to y'all in a little bit.
Everything's good, honey.
Look at him just waving inside to whoever. Like, hey, don't worry. I'm not stealing this old man's. I'm totally not stealing an old man's collection out here. I'm trying to call my boss to sweep. Sorry, I'll be fine.
What the heck?
I'm pretty sure Josh is on the phone with corporate Bricks and Minifigs. And the reason I think that is we were actually just there right before this.
Okay, pulling up to Bricks and Minifigs headquarters.
The plan was to give them one more chance to do the right thing before suing them again. While we were there, one of the corporate employees answered the door and told us he would get the CEO to come talk to us.
Okay. Well, no, they said they're getting some guy to talk to us.
And the CEO sent him instead. See? The CEO said he tried to work things out, but as soon as Ben came and tried talking to him about it again in a good faith conversation, he sends the police to tell him, hey, get the fuck out of here. We're not having this conversation again. So, yeah, he fucking lied on the interview saying, oh, we tried everything. We tried working out peacefully. No, the fuck you didn't. Why did you send this police guy out there to tell them to leave?
And I can tell you right now, no one's coming out to talk to you guys.
Really? But they told us that they were.
I know.
Since Josh only lives like 15 minutes away, they must have informed him that we're in the area.
Oh, that's probably why he was on the phone then, because they informed him, hey, they're in the area. If they pull up to your house, just call the police. And see, that's another thing too. It's like corporate says it's all the franchisee's fault, but yet they're still directly working with the franchisee guy to silence Ben.
Because a few minutes later, this happened.
The police just showed up. What the heck? Why are the police at his house?
Oh, there's another one, dude. 2 cop cars.
3 cop cars?
Oh my god. Cop cars.
Why is there 3 cop cars at his house?
If I was Ben, I would have just drove away. I would have just gone out there, drove out of the way, and got the fuck out of the town before they called him.
We didn't even walk up to his house yet. The cops are following us. What the heck? That's so crazy, dude. Obey every traffic law.
He's got his lights on.
Oh, shoot.
He's pulling us over.
My name's
Officer, this is Americorps Police. The reason I stopped you is the stop sign. You didn't stop that.
I didn't.
This turns out to be a lie, and they're going to show it. Like, he literally stopped at the fucking stop sign. The police are in on it.
I thought I stopped.
Yeah, you definitely stopped. So you said you ran a stop sign?
Huh?
You said you ran a stop sign?
I didn't see what happened.
Yeah, I was like,
Because we definitely stopped at the stop sign.
stopped.
Yeah.
I was so sure that we stopped at the stop sign that I actually requested all the police footage of this. And as you can see, we didn't even do a rolling stop. We fully stopped at the stop sign. So this is an illegal traffic stop.
So who's Ben?
Me?
Ben?
Wait. I thought they were pulled over for a traffic stop. Why are they asking about Ben if it's a traffic stop? If it's about not stopping at the stop sign, why are they asking who Ben is? This is illegal. You can't just stop.
Tells me that this police department is in the pocket of this.
Oh no, they are. There are, because you know what? You want to know why? It's because the Mormon Church is in the pocket of the police department, and the Mormon Church also associates with Bricks and Minifigs, and that's why they're all working together to stop Ben, because they're all Mormons. Reckless Ben is one of my favorite YouTubers. His content is S tier, and not just the Lego talk content, but all of his projects. He seems like a good guy, because he had something I like about him is he doesn't just talk. He shows you receipt after receipt after receipt after receipt.
Something certain content creators don't do.
Yep.
I'm looking at you, commentary community.
The stream is liked, linked. Well, I know what you mean. Stream is liked. I'll be playing Warframe, but I'll be lurking. Okay, that's fine. In fact, Thunder's lurking as well, because apparently he's taking his children to the doctor as well. So yeah, it's fine to lurk. I appreciate you watching though, because this is a big rabbit hole to get into. So get your popcorn while you're playing some Warframe, because this is a big, huge rabbit hole.
How's Utah? It's good. Like it?
Okay, it's pretty obvious that the police know why we're here. So I just explained to them the entire situation.
This old man spent his entire life collecting the world's largest Star Wars Lego collection set.
The only problem is it's a crazy story, and the police officer did not believe me.
$200,000? $200,000. It sounds crazy.
Yeah.
It sounds crazy, but he has mountains of evidence in his first documentary, and he has more evidence in this. Like, he has evidence to prove it. Like, that's the thing. Even if something sounds crazy, always ask for proof, and then you'll know if it's really crazy or not. Because Ben has like mountains and mountains of evidence.
The officer went back.
That's why I don't understand why the police and Lego minifigs are treating him this fucking badly. Because it's like, it's not like Ben's just making false claims out of his fucking asshole. He's fucking provided y'all mountains and mountains of evidence. He showed Josh the contracts, Amanda the contracts, the CEO the contracts. He showed everyone the contracts, everyone the proof that Brian still owns those Legos legally.
His car. This
police department's clearly fucking biased.
is the message that he radioed in.
Hey, can you get the contact for Reckless Ben? He said he didn't have his ID, but...
Can you believe Jeremy from the Quartering sided with these people?
What, he sided with the police?
What a fucking Jew.
Wait, he sided with the police?
Yep, from what I've heard, he has.
What the fuck? Jeremy from the Quartering, bro. We're gonna probably have to watch this video another stream, or if we have extra time after all this, we'll probably watch it. That is fucking insane. Jeremy from the Quartering.
I just heard about it from someone. I haven't actually saw the video yet.
Bro, what? How could you side with these? How?
About everything else, so...
Since the cops don't believe my story, they trespassed me from the property.
Everybody today is being trespassed from that property.
Okay.
Yeah, we were forced to go home without having this good faith conversation the court requires us to have.
Yeah, what do we do now, dude? Like, we didn't even get to talk to him, and we're in trespass.
So, dude.
The one thing I didn't understand was how the heck did they know we were coming? I was hiding in the back seat the entire time, and the car's windows were extremely tinted.
These windows are so tinted, you can't see anything.
But as I was outside,
They probably somehow have, because that's the thing. From my theory is they probably have someone stalking you and your friends and someone following you around, and they have the license plate, and Josh saw the car and he saw the license plate because if you scroll back to the video, you literally see him looking at the license plate. Somehow Josh had the license plate and matched it, and that's probably why, because they saved your license plate.
Inspecting
That's my guess, personally.
our car tent.
What was he going to say, Torin?
Oh, nothing.
The same police showed up to our house.
Oh no, we're pulled over again?
It was weird. He wouldn't tell us why he was here.
Like I said, we've already talked about it.
Yeah, well, thanks for being so cool about everything.
Yeah.
They're like after us, dude.
Anyways,
Wait,
since Josh
so why did you even show up if everything was all good? Why did you even show up to their house? That doesn't make sense.
clearly doesn't want to have this good faith conversation with me, I took his trophy and destroyed it.
Wait, guys, let's throw it off that thing.
Bro, I almost hit the guy in the fucking head. Oh my god. He almost hit his friend in the head on accident. Oh.
Yeah, those trophies are made out of light plastic, but still, it fucking hurt if it hit him.
Imagine it hit him on the head. He just got knocked out from the video.
Just like in the previous video, I tried to give Josh the benefit of the doubt, the easy way. But again, Josh does not want to do the easy way. The only option left is to go the hard way. But before going the hard way, I actually remembered that there's another owner of the store named Brandon Best. Brandon is the guy in the security camera footage that illegally kicked the first owner out of the store so he could steal all their Legos. I tried calling him, but I am also blocked.
I'm sorry.
The only option left is to show up to his house.
Hello. Hey, how's it going?
At least he answered the door.
Huh?
Are you gonna speak? Hello? You gonna speak? You're gonna
Of
ask
course
what
he's
you
not
do?
going to speak.
Hey, well, I was wondering if you'd be down to pay us for the lawsuit that we won.
NPC, loading.
Broadband modem sounds.
It kind of seems like Brandon doesn't want to have this good faith conversation to resolve this problem outside of court. And I gave him plenty of time to speak.
I guess if you don't want to talk, I'll just talk. So you guys told us to take you to court. We went to court and we won. We know you closed down the store to avoid paying us. So we could just sue you guys personally and do the whole thing again. We would obviously win again, but
then the police showed up, and again, for some reason,
He definitely had someone in the house because he was on his phone texting, but you didn't see him like ring the phone. He definitely either texted his wife or wherever he lives with saying, "Hey, can you call the police on these people, please?" So he had someone inside call the police because you don't see him pick up the phone and call him himself. He had either his wife or somebody in there do it.
and they are really trying to protect these criminals.
He didn't steal anything. He inherited the store from somebody else.
no, he stole $200,000
How
with
do you
it
know that?
because I've been spending the last 3 months in the case and I won in court.
He inherited the store.
Uh-huh.
He's being blamed for everything that the previous owner did, and he's trying
Well,
to
that's a lie. So we.
Okay, hold on. I'm still
Okay,
talking.
I'm sorry.
He's still trying to clean up the mess from the previous owner, and now he's catching blame for it,
Uh-huh.
and he's just trying to clean up the mess from the previous owner.
So why doesn't he just give back the fucking Legos then? That's how you clean up the mess.
Yeah, this bitch is fucking lying.
This bitch is
Him
lying.
saying that it's the previous owner, that's a lot.
What was that?
He needs to be in jail for 15 years for covering up a fucking crime and aiding and abetting a fucking fraudster.
Fortunately, that probably won't happen, but I would agree with
No,
you.
qualified immunity for these retards, unfortunately.
And we already proved this in court. Okay.
If you come back and step foot on this property, you're gonna go to jail.
The police gave me a formal trespass notice, which I took a picture of it and sent it to the court as proof I tried to have this good faith conversation, but Brandon didn't want to have it with me. And turns out this was good enough. My court case with Brandon Best got accepted. But my court case with Josh is still going to be rejected until I find a way to have this good faith conversation with him. So I decided to see if I could find Josh online, to see if I could look up any more information about him.
Yeah, what one? They all look the same. No.
Joshua Johnson.
Yeah, Joshua Johnson.
Lower their tax liabilities and minimize their exposure to lawsuits. That's hella ironic. Are you kidding me, dude? That's what he's known for, is reducing people's exposure to lawsuits.
After some more research, we found out that both Josh and Brandon are super hardcore Mormon, which was actually extremely surprising to me, because if Josh and Brandon are truly Mormons, they believe that stealing is wrong, and if they steal, they're going to go to hell. Or I guess in Mormonism they call it the outer darkness.
So Dan, you're a former Mormon. What does the Mormons believe about stealing?
Don't fucking steal.
But still, Brandon and Josh probably actually believe that this is going to be eternity for
Like, is there like any like religious punishment or anything
There
like that?
is, yes, there is.
them. I mean, Josh even swore to me on his Mormon God in the last video that he would give us the Legos.
That's also a sin in Mormonism. False swearing under your God. That's sin in most
Here's what
religions.
people don't fucking understand. Mormonism is just Christianity with extra steps. It's basically basically
Yeah,
fucking the
exactly.
same if you really think about it.
So it has like the
Stealing
similar rules we
Christianity's
do.
bad. Stealing in Mormonism is bad. You know what the Christian church says about false idols? Mormon church doesn't like that shit either, I guess, unless, you know, you're whoever this fucking bunch of retards are. I'm so, you know, this is fucking ridiculous. If I was still a Mormon, I'd probably be getting made fun of because of this shit. So, you know, glad I skipped out on that when the fucking train rode off. Jesus Christ, he's making, I don't know, why are people so fucking stupid? I have no fucking clue. But I'm going to tell you this right now. You don't steal. Don't steal. It's bad. Stealing from a terminally ill person, bad. Using your position of authority to manipulate people into believing you're just when you're a piece of shit, a fucking cardinal sin, actually, in every single fucking religion, actually. So, they're really fucked. Just how it is.
Mm-hmm.
Back.
I promise you. I swear to God. I promise you on everything.
But maybe I can use this to my advantage. My problem right now seems to be that Josh is never going to listen to anything I ever tell him. But if someone from his...
Even Islam doesn't believe in stealing? Is that actually true? I mean, I probably believe it, because most religions don't
Islam is
believe it.
very extreme. They will cut off your fucking hands for stealing. It is actually punishable by death to steal.
Church heard this audio. Maybe he would listen to them.
Islam is also a political thing, not just a religious thing, no matter how much people don't actually understand that.
So after finding exactly what church these guys go to, we went to it and showed one of the Mormons there this audio clip. And the Mormon thought that the best thing to do was to have a talk with Josh to save him from going to this outer darkness.
Okay, good luck. And I guess me and Tyler are staying back because we're already trespassed. So
yeah, we ended up just driving home. But on our way back, this happened.
What? Pulled over again? For what? How's it going?
How's it going? I'm Officer Hawkins, American Police Department. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Well, what's your name? Are you Ben?
What? They didn't even track to his house. They're just driving on the road and got pulled over and harassed by the cops.
They need to be put in a federal fucking prison for corruption. This is fucking stupid.
They really do, because this is
Their
federal
fucking
corruption.
their grandparents need to be stolen from, and they need to be stolen from while they're on their deathbed. Would stop them from doing this, I suppose. Well, they'd be dead, but it'd send a message to everybody else now, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Hanging out down here.
At this point, we realized what's going on. Yesterday, I told Brandon that our plan is to now sue them personally.
We could just sue you guys personally and do the whole thing again. We would obviously win again.
It seems like they're getting so desperate that they're going to resort back to the same strategy they used in the last video.
You know what's really funny is after you left, I got a call from my boss, and it was like, how do we get them arrested?
Dang.
How do we get them arrested?
Yeah, Josh and Brandon think that if they can somehow get us arrested and thrown in jail, then we won't be able to sue them. I don't know what they told the police
They're
we did
so
this time.
stupid, because can't you sue people behind bars? They must be the dumbest fucking retards on the planet.
See, apparently Josh was like has some legal experience with lawsuits, but yeah, he doesn't know any single thing about how a lawsuit works at all.
But they caught us too late. The Mormon kid was already on his way to Josh's house to save.
Incarceration doesn't shield people from legal and civil liabilities. Like, oh, so like if somebody does a civil crime against me and I get a civil case or whatever the fuck, I can sue them behind bars. Good job, fucking dumb fuck.
In fact, you actually have more access to lawyers behind bars, if anything.
From this outer darkness and bring him back to God.
What's going on, sir? You can sit on down here for me perfectly. What brings you here?
I'm just here trying to talk to Brother Johnson.
Okay.
I'm in the other second ward. There's been an audio going around with the young group.
Okay. What's the audio that you wanted to play?
Here's the audio.
I'm not going to screw you. You have my word. That's not who I am.
Uh-huh.
I promise you. I swear to God. I promise you on everything.
Who's that?
So,
I guess.
You can tell this guy meant no harm either. Like, this guy's one of the friendliest motherfuckers. Like, he just wanted to go and tell his, because he probably knows Josh personally too at the church. So he's probably, hey, I'm here from your church and I got sent this audio, and yeah, Josh called the police on his fellow Mormon, literally his fellow Mormon. He called the police on. That's how you know this guy's a fucking asshole.
No, I know that. I could tell that from the voice, but
I was just going to ask him, like, is he willing to give up everything like he said? Because he swore on everything. He swore on God. This might be a crazy ask, but could you take a selfie with me?
What the fuck? See, this guy's friendly. He's like, he's like, you know what? Hey, police, you're being good to me. Hey, you want to take a selfie? This guy's cool. One of the coolest Mormons.
But anyways, back to us. The police apparently got a call that we had heroin on us.
This officer is going to conduct the search of your person because there are illegal substances in the vehicle.
That's another thing, too.
They're pulling every stop in the book to try and get them arrested.
Literally, and the CEO is defending these guys. The CEO hasn't even commented about this at all.
Really? So he's going to do that.
In fact, the CEO isn't on it.
Yeah.
Put this way, and then we'll be right. Don't reach in your pockets for me, okay? Sounds good. Thank you. Ready for this? The vehicle will be searched, okay? I'm going to have you stick by my sergeant.
I'm surprised they didn't try to plant something, because some cops like to plant shit and then arrest you right then and there. I'm surprised they didn't try to do that shit.
Well,
knowing them.
crooked cops, I should say.
After 2 hours of searching the car, obviously they found no drugs.
So, he didn't find
I explained to the police that we didn't have drugs, and the reality of the situation is that Bricks and Minifigs is so desperate at this point that they're willing to do anything to get us arrested so they don't have to pay for the property they stole. And the police was arguing back with just some of the worst comebacks I've ever heard, which is why I think the police actually redacted this audio in this clip, because if they kept the audio in, then the world would get to see how stupid the American Fork Police Department is. But anyways, even though we were passing every single drug test they gave us, they were still not going to let us go until we told them where the drugs were.
Your eyes, for example, right? There's a constriction, which is dilated, and then not. So I haven't been looking at this.
Look at his eyes right here. Does he look like he's on drugs? Does he look like he's high on anything? No. Which I've only taken legal drugs. I never took illegal drugs. But let's say like I was on weed, right? My eyes would be a little watery, and I would be staring out into space. He's not even he's literally looking right at him. He's not looking like he's staring out into space at all.
So, go ahead and look at him.
Oh, look at you?
Yep.
You do see it?
So
it's crazy.
have no idea because I've never done any drugs in my life. I don't do drugs. I don't do alcohol. I've never done any of that in my life.
I would differ because I've drank alcohol and I've done legal drugs, nothing illegal.
Willing to do any drug tests. Like, I'm very cooperative. I don't understand what you're seeing in my eyes.
I'm gonna have a discussion with this officer.
And then the police department illegally redacted this conversation too. My guess is that they acknowledge that it's very obvious we don't have drugs on us, but they were going to try and pressure us into giving some type of false confession anyways.
I'm not sure if you're lying to me or not, to be honest.
I'm willing to take any drug test you want.
I'm walking a very dangerous line, which will get you hemmed up a lot of time.
Yeah.
You could end up in jail in Utah when you're from Cali. Okay. Not worth it, right? Yeah. We play differently here. Does that make sense? Yeah.
I'm willing to cooperate with you guys and do anything you want me to because I'm not hiding anything. I can promise you that. I promise.
We weren't giving the police a false confession like they wanted, so eventually I guess they just got tired and let us go.
We'll let you guys go now, but you're walking a thin line. Just be mindful of that. Does that make sense? Okay.
At this point, I've documented everything I've been through to the court, that I've tried to have this good faith conversation with Josh. He just doesn't want to have it with me. And because of everything I went through, my court case finally got approved. And attached to this email are court papers to serve Josh. The only problem is Josh...
No, they're just only hurting themselves because once this is set and done, then they're literally going to be fucking sued and Ben's going to end up winning this. Which has gotten worse after this, though, unfortunately.
Josh is not going to open this door for anyone. He wouldn't even talk to another Mormon. Instead, he just called the police on him. In order to get Josh to come outside, I'm really going to have to get creative. So I made this poster that says, "I stole a dying man's life savings," and printed it out. Now I'm placing this poster in a public space right across the street from Josh's house. Yeah, it turns out this tiny patch of land is actually free for any person of the public to use. And since we have the freedom of speech, I am breaking no laws by doing this. So when Josh walks outside to take down this sign, I have a process server to serve him his court papers. But almost immediately, my sign got blocked.
Oh no, he's blocking our sign.
What are you guys doing here? So we are in a court case with them and we have to serve them legal papers.
So I explained to the cops the entire situation.
I'm not going on his property.
Right, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
The police realized that we're not breaking any laws and they've been called here for a false reason. So they decided to leave.
Awesome, thank you.
This is going so much better than yesterday.
So now it's time to serve Josh these court papers. And then we got the police called on us again.
Hello. This man stole basically his family's life savings. So we're just here to serve him.
I like how he couldn't get his way, so he had to kept on begging and pleading with the police department to come back and arrest him. He's probably like, "Can you just fucking arrest him already? What the fuck?"
Court papers.
Again, I explained to this police officer the entire situation.
I wish
By the way, spoiler alerts, this happens like 4 different times in this part of the video alone. The police get called, then they know it's a false call, so they leave, then they come back, then they leave.
Shouldn't he be arrested for false alarms?
Yeah, but they're not going to because he's a Mormon and the police department are friendly with Mormons, and that would be wrong to the Mormon church.
No, here's
send him an email.
Yeah?
Absolutely. The cop should be arresting this retard who called the cops 4 times. But no. Here's the plot twist. Wait till after the 4th call.
Oh, yeah. Wait till after the 4th call because it gets even worse.
Or a phone call, you know, but yeah, the court requires us to come in person for some reason, so.
Again, the cops realized that we are doing nothing illegal and decided to leave. Now it's time to serve Josh his court papers. But we got the police called on us again.
Hello.
I see those papers.
Yeah.
So this is what you're trying to serve him with?
Yes. That's required by the court.
Again.
Notice he's doing nothing but just sitting in the car. He's not screaming. He's not yelling. He's not saying, "Fuck you." He's not doing any of that. He's just sitting in the car, and Josh keeps on calling the police over and over and over.
I would have lost my fucking patience. I would have been like, Officer, he's called you 3 times under false pretenses. Are you going to do your fucking job and arrest him, or are you going to fuck off and let me serve the papers?
The police agree that we are not breaking the law. They've been called out here for a false reason.
Ben's nice. If that was me and you doing this, I would have just been shut up and like, bro, he's literally calling you multiple times on false calls. We're not yelling anything. We're not threatening him. We're not doing anything wrong. We're just here sitting in the car. Can you fucking do your fucking job or let us fucking serve the papers? Like, fuck's sake.
This guy told me that he could even just serve the papers for me.
You okay if I give these papers to him?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, just give me 1 minute.
Okay, thank you.
Watch what happens. Watch what happens. I'm not going to say anything. Just watch what happens.
Sadly, we can't see the police officer serve Josh because the police department redacted all of it. But the only thing that really matters is that Josh is getting served.
He does not want the paper. So
Does not want the papers?
here's that back for you.
Okay.
Legally, don't you have to take the papers if you're being served?
I think
Regardless,
so. I
he
don't know.
acknowledged it, so he has been served.
Yeah, the police told me that they can't serve the papers for me because I'm lying to them, and these aren't even real court papers.
Not sure what this is. I've never seen something like that. To be honest with you,
These are court papers.
okay. It doesn't have a judge's name or anything like that on it.
Because it hasn't gotten to the judge yet. So this is serving him, and then we'll go to the court, and then the judge will be there. So the judge doesn't get involved until we're in court.
Why is he saying that you guys want to go around?
Because he wants us arrested, so he doesn't have to go to court.
He didn't
Look,
go this time.
He doesn't even have to sign any fucking papers at all. What's the issue with him just taking the papers? If they're fake papers, nothing to him. But if they're real papers, oh wait, he's been served and he has to go to court. That's why he didn't take the papers, and the cops protected him, and in turn, they obstructed justice, from what I can tell.
See, you know what I would have done
legal thing they did. They obstructed the legal process, basically.
Sounds like we need to get some federal courts involved in
I
this
agree.
shit.
Get the FBI in there, burn that whole department down with civil rights lawsuits.
Does it look good when you've been trespassed?
Yeah.
Trying to serve papers.
Well, I think it looks exactly how we're supposed to do it legally. This is the legal way.
Oh, is that Dan?
He's not even on the property, and they're trying to trespass him.
Exactly. He didn't even walk on the property. He put the sign
In a publicly available area.
in a publicly available area. He didn't even put it on the property. So the fact that he's claiming and lying and saying he walked on the property, that's not true. If I was Josh, and let's say some dumbass knocked on my door and gave me fake court papers, right? As soon as I look at the papers, I would look at them, and if I see that they're fake, instead of calling the cops, you know what I would do? I would go outside to these motherfuckers and just burn the fucking fake court papers in their face, be like, nice try. If these are real papers, then arrest me for burning them.
That's not how that works, but regardless.
I would do it just to fuck with them if it was like a fake court thing, you know what I mean? Just to fuck with them. Like, I wouldn't even take it seriously. The fact that Josh is taking it seriously knows that he knows.
That's how he knows he's fucked.
Do it.
Well, we have 2 or 3 incidents.
Yeah, well, first, so they're incidents because he's lying to you guys. He's making them incidents. We came to do a good faith conversation, which is required by the courts before you can get a court
I'm going
case.
to continue the video, but I am going to give you a drink, just a drink of water, just real quick.
So we did that. He called the cops on us. He lied to you guys saying that we had heroin on us, and we did a 3-hour search of the car yesterday. We found no heroin in the car. He's going to make up any lie he can to get us arrested. We are doing things the legal way, the correct way. The reason he's hiding in his house is because he's the criminal. If something doesn't look good, it doesn't look good for him, not for us.
Go through the legal process,
Which is
find
what
an
we're
actual
doing, yeah.
process server.
She is an actual process server.
And what is your guys' relationship?
I just met her today.
Well, maybe just have someone not affiliated with you.
That's her. Yeah, we have no relationship. That's why she's here. Yeah, that's why she's here. We have no relationship, and that is who She is the exact person that you were describing.
I always thought that the police were supposed to remain unbiased, and if they were going to...
You would think that, right? The police are supposed to be unbiased, but it seems like they're biased as fuck in the situation.
take a side, they definitely shouldn't take the side of the criminal.
But they shouldn't take a side of the criminal and the guy lying to them, the guy that's making false reports, the guy that kept on calling them multiple times, and then the other police officers even said, hey, this was a false call. You guys are not doing anything illegal. Like, Josh should have been arrested right on the spot for making false police calls.
I guess I was wrong. However, I'm not doing anything illegal. I'm literally just following the instructions of the court, so the police can't stop me.
Okay, erase your deck.
Okay, see ya.
Now that the police are finally leaving, it's time to game plan how to serve Josh. But then, you guessed it, we got the police called on us again.
The fourth time! Time number 4. But this time, takes a darker turn.
Oh, sure. The
For
paper?
what?
The serving paper?
Yeah.
Here you go. Well,
Do they think it's a false case? What the heck?
Thank you for holding. How can I help you?
Trying to speak with someone to verify if a case is, just verify if a case is real.
Yeah, looks like a real small claims case in our court.
Okay, thank you for your help. That's all. Thank you.
I think this phone call was the breaking point for the police.
Oh, he's rubbing his chin.
The police couldn't handle the fact that I was right and they were wrong.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Am I being arrested?
Yeah, they're arresting him. Why are they arresting? What? This is a false arrest. This is literally a false arrest. Lie here.
Really?
Ben got arrested. Like, they didn't say anything when they were putting him in handcuffs. They just said, you're being arrested.
Yeah, you have to... Legally, you have to tell him why he's being arrested. You can't just put someone in handcuffs and arrest them. These cops need to be fired from their jobs and arrested for corruption. This is literally corruption. Right here. Plain as fucking day.
Mm-hmm. I was confused on what I was being arrested for. I mean, the same police officers that arrested me gave me permission to do exactly what I was doing.
You can film from the sidewalk wherever it's public, right? But you can't go on that property. If you do, you'll be charged, okay? Okay, yeah, for sure.
I got arrested for just doing what the police told me to do. What's even more confusing is the police are supposed to be the good guys. Why are they arresting an innocent person to protect an evil criminal? Well, back when I was still waiting in the car to serve Josh, I got a phone call, and this call was from Brian, the collector's son, who got all their stuff stolen. And he has a theory of what might be going on here.
Yeah, the cops down there are definitely all in with the Mormon community and being the bricks and minifigs.
Yep, it confirms what I said at the beginning of the stream, that the cops are in the Mormon community, the bricks and minifigs are in the Mormon community, and they're using this as like a religious justification instead of following the law.
Part of that and worth millions. I would not doubt that they have donated hefty sums to the Mormon church, of which all the cops are probably a part of.
Yeah, Brandon Best, Joshua Johnson, and Eamon, the CEO, are all super Mormon. Like, the CEO even went to the Mormon University. And when I looked up all the police officers who were treating me unfairly, they were all Mormon too.
And they take care of their own.
Yeah, see, that's how you can get. They need to be arrested and thrown off the force because this is literally bias. This is literally corruption based on religious bias instead of actually taking the facts and sinking them in.
Mm-hmm. And they're like a huge clan that takes care of each other.
And instead of trying to get rid of the few bad people who are making Mormonism look bad, they're for some reason choosing to protect these criminals. But eventually, I got released from jail.
Got out of jail.
out of jail now?
And this is when it really hit me that the justice system has decided to protect these criminals. So now there's really only one way I can think of to get this family the money back that got stolen from them, which is a GoFundMe. Yeah, it is a pretty anticlimactic ending, but at least I'm confident that I'm not going to get in trouble for this. Now that our GoFundMe is live, it's time to promote it, to start getting donations. We printed out the GoFundMe's picture to hang it up so we could get a nice Instagram video to post to social media. But before the group could even hang the picture up, the police came.
What you guys up to? We're starting a GoFundMe. Yeah. What we're doing is we're going to get a bunch of publicity to get basically all this money back for this family. Yeah. You know, we're not going to do the lawsuit anymore. We're just going to do this GoFundMe. We've already got it started.
It can run into some defamation stuff.
Again, the police were thinking of...
He showed nothing but evidence. How is this defamation? Oh, man.
Also, aren't they in Cali? Why are the police coming all the way down from Utah to Cali?
Oh, no. They have a house in Utah. They went to the house to do this.
Oh, okay.
Any technicality they could think of to protect their Mormon friend.
Look at your stalking code. See if it's that. If it's not, we're going to look at disorderly. If it's not disorderly, then we're going to look at the city ordinance.
But after going through every law they could think of, it turns out that hanging this sign on a fence and then taking a picture of it for Instagram is not illegal. In fact, what the group is doing is actually protected under the First Amendment, freedom of speech. So,
yep. It's protected under the freedom of speech. So it's like you can't arrest somebody for basically just hanging up a sign.
One of the police officers let the group know that they were okay to keep doing this.
Right now, I don't think you guys break the law.
But this other police officer wasn't able to accept this reality.
We're going to take it down.
And then for the rest of this footage, the police redacted all of the audio. So I called up the police station to find out why.
All the redactions are done pursuant to the Utah State Code. We don't redact things just because we feel like it or,
Bullshit,
just because something looks
they do.
funny.
Bullshit. You've redacted.
If I was a fucking police officer, I'd do the same shit. That's how I know they do it.
Everything is redacted pursuant to Utah State Code. And other than that, I can't really delve into any more detail.
But the police made a mistake. They accidentally forgot to mute this police officer's audio. So when you sync the two clips together, I can actually hear what they're saying here.
He sees it or get blocked? Is it an occasion of crime? Is it disorderly conduct? Why? Is he upset about it?
I mean, I guess, but that's not.
Yeah, this police officer is right. Just because this might make Josh upset does not make this...
Not all the cops are bad. Like this cop, I wouldn't call for him to be in jail for corruption because he's trying to do his job, but then his cop buddies are just telling him, no, you can't do it. You can't do your job. How dare you do your job? They broke the law. It's like he's telling him, no, they didn't break the law. He's literally telling his own partner, hey, these people didn't break the law. I don't think you should be doing this, taking the sign down and all that, but these cops are not having it.
Posts are illegal. So I decided to let the police department know that some of the redactions they made aren't exactly what they're claiming they are. I think you guys might have accidentally forgot to redact another clip that was at the same time. And when I synced the two clips together, I was able to see what they were saying, like what the redaction was. And he was talking about how what we're doing actually isn't illegal and how the police officer might be wrong. And so it wasn't about protecting a victim. It wasn't any personal information. And so I was wondering, it seems like there might be a lot of stuff like that got redacted, maybe to protect the police officers, not to protect the victims, if that makes sense. And so...
yeah, we don't do that. So like I said,
oh yeah, you dumb bitch. We caught you. You're fucking
We literally caught you. We literally caught you. And he literally brought up an example, and yet you're just going to deny the evidence.
Pursuant to Utah State Code.
I can tell because when I sync the two clips together, I'm actually able to see that that's what the redaction was.
Okay, well, that didn't happen.
That definitely didn't happen?
No, I don't do that, Ben. I follow the Utah State Code, like I just said.
Okay.
Oh, shit. I just realized I set the timestamps to Torrens DMs instead of the Raven Legion account. Sorry, Torren.
Yeah, I was wondering what the hell that was.
Sorry, I meant to send it to the Ravencast account, but you're the first DM open. My bad. Well, that's the autism.
That's okay. You can use my DMs as a scratch pad. I don't care.
I mean, it doesn't matter because it's still going to help regardless, and I don't think you care.
I don't know. It seems like the police department redacted this entire.
Yeah, I can always delete them later, but even then, it's like there's no point because it's just timestamps for me to clip this later out.
Conversation.
I was wondering when I looked at the account, I was like, wait, why is it not here? I was like, oh, I sent it to Torin. No.
Because right here, the police are actually admitting to themselves that none of this is illegal, but they're still going to try to arrest us anyways. It seems like the only reason they're getting rid of
the two other cops, not the one in the hat. The one in the hat in the car, he didn't want to arrest him. And I feel like we should spare him because it seems like he was being good faith there. It seems like that one cop was being good faith. Them. The problem is, it's like in the police force, when it's you against all your buddies, you really have no power. When all the other cops are being corrupted.
The biggest legalized gang in the world is the police.
That dispatcher woman was clearly fucking in on it too.
Yeah,
she's
they're all
such
in
a
on
cunt too, bro. She's such a cunt.
this audio.
Reminds me of my aunt.
He should sue the police
It's to
department.
protect the police.
He should. He needs to sue him for federal corruption and get them all fucking fired from their jobs.
He also needs to contact the FBI too and get them.
He does.
Officers from getting fired. I don't know what the police officers are saying in this next clip, but I'm pretty sure they're scheming up a way.
I think Ben has a contact with Nick Shirley, and Nick Shirley has direct contacts to Trump and Kash Patel. He could just use that contact to get a hold of Kash Patel and have Kash Patel, even though Kash Patel is one of the worst FBI directors. Come on, Kash, redeem yourself and arrest these corrupted cops, and maybe I'll like you for once. Maybe I'll have something good to say about your Indian ass.
To get the group arrested, because this is what happens next.
And Lieutenant Adamson can correct me if I'm wrong, but we're going to seize your phone right now.
Whoa. This is illegal. You can't just seize someone's phone without a proper cause.
Don't.
Whoa, he's trying to get out of his fucking phone. Whoa, what are you doing? Why are you being aggressive? He needs to lose his fucking phone.
He needs a warrant. He needs a warrant. Also, my mom said they need to call the feds, like, right now. Hand over all the evidence to him.
Yeah, yes, your mom is right. Even normal people in the normal everyday lives agree that this is fucking wrong and that the FBI needs to get involved and deal with these fucking corrupted cops.
Do not do that. You understand me? Right now, you're attempting to destroy evidence.
Attempting to destroy? Why is he destroy? How is he going to destroy his own phone? What? And not only that, but he was just locking his phone. That was all he was doing. And you have no proper cause to search his phone. I would literally just say, no, you're not taking my phone. Get me a fucking lawyer. I'm calling a fucking lawyer. And I'll tell him to take me to fucking jail. I'm not giving them my phone. And I would literally call a fucking lawyer, get a lawyer, and sue their fucking ass.
Okay, put your hands behind your back.
I was just locking my phone.
Okay, I'm going to switch over to the police officer's body cam POV so we can dissect what just happened. First, the police officer asks if he can confiscate Sheldon's phone, so Sheldon says, okay, and reaches in his pocket to give it to him. But at this point, Sheldon sees that his phone is unlocked. And at this moment, he decided that before giving it to the police officer, he was going to lock his phone, which is totally legal.
Yep, totally legal. Evidence right here. Fourth and Fifth Amendments protection for cell phones. A person retains Fourth and Fifth Amendment protections over the content on their phones unless law enforcement has authority to search it, which he doesn't have authority, such as a warrant or valid consent or other recognized exception to the warrant requirement, which he had no warrant, he had no valid consent, he had none of this. So what he did was illegal. Locking a phone before surrendering to police does not by itself consider a destruction of evidence because the data is not being deleted, altered, or destroyed. Rather, the individual is preserving the privacy and constitutional rights pending lawful and jurisdictional authority for access. So what the officer did was violate this person's privacy and private rights and violated the 4th and 5th Amendment protection for cell phones.
No search warrant, so Sheldon is legally allowed to lock his phone. But as the police officer saw Sheldon's thumb moving towards that lock button, he snatched it out of his hands. And now the police officer's claiming that because he tried to lock his phone, he's destroying evidence.
Silence.
Yeah, I was giving it
Stop
to you.
Talking.
I was
Stop
giving
talking,
it to you.
Okay.
It's
That's
on
a
my
problem.
it's on my money. Look, it's on my wallet. I was turning it off.
Right now, this phone is being seized as part of this investigation, and you're being arrested. Okay, let's put him in the back.
He's being okay. This is a false arrest. This is literally false arrest.
Forks PD, I just want to ask a question. How many fucking lawsuits do you want on your hands, and how much money are you willing to fucking burn by? If at this point, the more you fucking arrest these people, your department's gonna have to fucking file bankruptcy and go defunct because of how fucking stupid y'all are.
The car.
And again, the police decided to break the law, arrest Sheldon, all to protect an evil criminal.
Like somebody just, I'm not gonna say it. It's against YouTube TOS. I'm not saying it.
Okay. My name's Detective Nikosha. I work for the police department.
I did willingly hand over my phone, but when I handed him my phone, my wallet popped up. So I said, hold up, let me hit my power button. And, I have it recorded as well. That's all I went and did. That's not obstruction of evidence. And then I let him have the phone. I wasn't trying to delete anything. In fact, it is actually impossible to delete something from an iPhone from a locked screen by hitting the power button. So in no context could I have been trying to erase something by hitting one button on my phone. Now, I'm sure you have a phone as well. When you hit the power button, that doesn't delete anything, does it?
I would imagine it wouldn't, yeah.
Yes, that's all I did. So I don't know how that's obstruction of evidence, but that is what it is.
Now that Sheldon is in jail just for promoting our GoFundMe, we started doubting if we'll ever even be able to get Brian his money back for his dad's Lego collection. It's crazy that out of all the powerful organizations I've gone up against, the one company I'm not able to beat is a Lego company. I literally couldn't have imagined a worse ending for this video, but I had no clue that it was about to get way worse.
He got fully swatted. See, the fact that Josh even knew where the fuck he lives, that's how you know Josh is having people stalk Ben IRL. Like, Ben's not making this allegation. I am, and here's why I'm making this allegation. And I'm not, that's the thing, I'm not claiming anything. I'm just saying I'm thinking Josh is stalking him, because how would he know where he lives? How would he know where Ben's staying at? How would he know where Ben's house in Utah is at if he's not stalking and following him around or having people to do it for him? There's clearly someone following him around, telling him the addresses, telling him Ben's stuff, and doing this. And that should be illegal. In fact, that should be considered stalking. Because one, Josh had the license plate of the car already. Two, he knew where these people lived and swatted them and gave them the address of where these people are.
American Park Police Department, make yourself known. Search warrant. Stand up. Step outside, everybody. Come on.
No. Don't move like that. You understand me? Don't move like that.
Is that a cat just sunbathing?
I think it's a dog, but
Imagine
it's a little large to be a cat.
Imagine a dog just sunbathing, watching his owners just get arrested. He's just like, yeah, I'm having a good day. Oh, my owner's getting arrested. I'm going to continue sunbathing. I don't want to go to the pound. That just makes it funny.
Okay. Yeah.
Look at him.
Yeah, it is a cat. A very fat cat.
Yeah, he's a fat cat. Look at this cat just.
And why would they have a cat at their temporary housing? That's probably just a neighborhood cat.
I think it's just a stray cat that's just
or not
there.
Stray, probably one of the neighbor's cats.
Probably just chilling there, and then he's just like, "Oh, these people are getting arrested. I gotta imagine like he's doing like some documentary for like some fucking cat news organization. I mean, that's just a joke.
Oh my god!
Imagine he's doing like some Meow documentary. Hello, guys. I am Mr. Meow, and Ben is getting arrested right now because of this fucking corrupted Lego company. Meow, 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 meow. Well, I really do appreciate your reporting, Mr. Meow.
This cop pulled my arm so far back it dislocated my shoulder. He clicked.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't see this last night, but this is. Yeah, obviously, we still gotta pay attention to it, but that cat just makes it even more funny.
Claims it's because I was attempting to make an escape or something.
Don't move like that. You understand me?
I'm sorry. It's so hard to ignore. Look at him just wagging his tail. It's just like, hello, guys. I'm just documenting.
The cat's so nonchalant and oblivious to what's going on. It's just laying there, sunbathing, like it doesn't give a shit. Oh, are those humans?
Don't move quick. Everybody just chill.
But if we go back a little bit, you can see I was being completely still.
Imagine, this is a joke, obviously, but imagine that cat is one of Josh's spies. Josh paid off the Mormon cat. Hey, can you go spy on these people for me? Meow, meow, meow. That's a joke, obviously.
When he grabbed me, and I actually made 0 quick movements. So this police
That's
officer.
another thing, too, right? Let's get back to this, right? He literally was just walking out, and the police officer went up to him as soon as he saw him and grabbed him and was like, oh, you're going to go. It's like, no, he was walking out because you told him to get outside. Why are you being aggressive?
Officer is just straight up lying so he can give me a serious injury.
Oh no, the cat's just turning his head and getting into another comfortable spot. I am sorry, Ben, but this is too funny. This is too funny. The worst time for a cat to be sunbathing. Okay, I'll stop. I'll try to stop, but it's just hard to ignore.
Included in the warrant are Legos.
Yes.
Wait. What? Included the warrant or Legos? Huh?
The police department got an official warrant to search our house for stolen Legos. I should have seen this coming.
Oh yeah, by the way, let's let Ben play this because this has a lot to do with it.
Josh did threaten me in the last video that if I go out and actually try to sue him, he's going to come out and say that I'm the one that stole the Legos.
Okay, let's do it.
Fuck you, man. You stole them, bitch.
I stole the Legos?
Yeah, you're a fucking thief.
This is literally him admitting to making a false allegation on the fucking phone. And yet he's still not arrested? What? The feds need to be involved ASAP. Where's Cash Patel? Cash Patel, if you could hear me. If you could hear me. Because I know you have listening devices all across the country. Cash Patel, if you could hear me. Please do an investigation on this. Please have your FBI informants. Donald J. Trump, if you can hear me, please do an investigation on this. Have Cash Patel do an investigation on this ASAP.
Okay.
You can shut the fuck up. That's your fucking choice.
He's basically saying, hey, shut the fuck up or I'm going to make up this lie without saying I'm making up this lie. He's basically saying, you stole the Legos. You either shut the fuck up or you stole the Legos. That's what he's saying.
I'm going to fast forward a little bit just to give you guys some context, but I actually got a copy of this warrant. The reason they were searching our house was, it says, there is now certain property or evidence described as any stolen merchandise, specifically Lego merchandise. It's evidence of illegal conduct on us that we stole the Legos. They're looking that we stole the Legos is why they stormed our house with no evidence. And this is after he's been proven to make up stories about us before. And so now he's just pulling something out of his butt. Oh, they're the ones that stole the Legos. And for whatever reason, the police take him seriously, even though he's acting like a crazy person. Anyways, the cops probably felt pretty stupid when they searched our entire house and didn't find any stolen Legos. Again, the police illegally redacted this conversation to avoid them looking stupid, but I'm pretty sure that's what they were talking about. But instead of doing what any rational police officer would do and let us go, they're sticking to their story that we're the thieves.
This is the third false arrest in this video. 3 false arrests. You gotta, people, like, I'm starting to think, is this scripted? Like, holy shit. How is the police department getting away with 3 false arrests? Literally just arresting these guys, letting them go, arresting them again, letting them go. Like, this is literally the third false arrest so far. And yet they're arresting all of them.
What's even stupider about this is it's all over a fucking children's toy.
Over Legos, over because Brian couldn't get his Legos back because Josh can't give the fucking Legos for whatever reason. Josh was like, no, I'm not giving the Legos. These guys are harassing me. Fuck them. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? The cat's just walking by.
The cat's like, oh, hey, humans.
Hey, Meow Meow, I'm with Meow News. Hey, Ben, what do you have to say to my Meow audience?
Oh my god.
I'm making that joke every time. Look at him, he's going up to Ben.
That cat is fat. It clearly belongs to someone in the neighborhood.
Imagine it's Ben's cat that he just brought with him.
Why would you bring your cat to Utah in a temporary housing? That seems kind of dumb. Unless he couldn't find a house sitter.
Either he couldn't find a house sitter.
They're even arresting the legal lady, the lady that was supposed to serve the papers.
Yes, they're literally arresting her. They're arresting her. They're arresting this person. They're arresting all of them. Imagine they just arrest the cat too, which
at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if they arrested the cat.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
I would have bought a motherfucking not bought, but like I would have rented a house outside of city limits. And they wouldn't be able to do shit.
Yeah, they should have done that. They should have fucking done that. Just fucking rented a house outside of city limits. And that way, if Josh is stalking them outside of city limits, they would have more of a stalking case against him.
What if they know the sheriff's department out there, though?
Well, chances are, since it's a county, right? This town, American Forks, it probably lies on the edge of a county, so you could probably county line, city line, probably same rough area, right? Next county over, next town over.
I mean, remember in the March for America, like once we got out of county lines, the Charlton County Police Department left us alone because they couldn't do anything. And in fact,
it's called jurisdiction.
In fact, we went to the next county over. In the next county, they were the nicest cops, especially that one lady, nicest police department ever, just a county away from Charlton.
Yes. Now the entire group, we are all on our way to jail. Except for me. I got taken to an interrogation room so they could find some reason to lock me up for good.
Then I'm Detective Nikosha.
Last time, I was able to get released on bail. But this time, they're requesting that I be held in jail a month until my court date. But there's honestly nothing for me to hide, so I went through the entire story with them to show the detective that this whole thing is just a big misunderstanding.
If you think about it, 83-year-old man versus $400 million company. Even though the $400 million company's in the wrong, they're gonna win, you know? I wish we could just send him an email, like show up to court this day. That would be so easy for us. But
No, it would literally be easy. Why didn't the courts do that? Because this stuff happens all the time. It's like, bro, in person doesn't work, especially when people just like to misuse it and say stalking harassment. It's like, why not just send them an email? And if he doesn't reply to the email,
Sometimes the sheriff department or the police department will deliver the papers.
But I guess this department didn't want to.
But I guess those have to be actually signed by a judge first before.
Yeah, and that's the thing. When he was filing it before it was signed by a judge, the judge's like, oh, you have to go have a good faith conversation, basically.
Yeah, and also they didn't have the judge's signature on the papers because they needed to serve him the papers first before they could get the judge's signature.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that judge is a corruptoid too.
Depends on where he went to get the papers because he didn't say exactly.
this is how the law works. Like, that's not my fault. Like, I don't make the law. If I made the law, send him an email, and they're like, he doesn't want your papers, you just have to figure out civilly. I'm like, this is the civil method, you know? Like, to do it civilly, you have to serve. They're like, well, then just sue him then. I'm like, that's what we're doing. Like, do you see how this is a circle? I am very interested on Josh's side of the story because I think he said it might have been heroin in the car or something, and they did like a 3-hour search on our car. Obviously, no heroin. So I don't know what Josh is telling them that we're doing, but suing him is not working for us. So let's do a GoFundMe.
Right after I mentioned this GoFundMe, the investigator wanted to leave the room.
Hang tight here, and then I'll be back with you, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something about me mentioning this GoFundMe really caught his attention.
All right. Good. Well, I'd just like to know more about this, like GoFundMe. Like I said, I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, we were just trying to get, so basically what ended up happening is Ben got arrested, which we were pretty blown away he got arrested, but I'm like, all right, I'll take over now. Like, I don't want you to get in any more trouble. And he's like, yeah, I can't get in any more trouble.
If this was me, I'll just say, plead the fifth, plead the fifth, plead the fifth, plead the fifth, plead the fifth. I want my lawyer. You guys are corrupt. I need my lawyer. Take me to jail. I'm getting my fucking lawyer.
It's funny. Ben hasn't mentioned the word corrupt at all in this video.
No, because probably, I don't know, but he should, because this is corruption. This literally is corruption right here. Literally.
Like if you take over, like that, you know, that was my decision. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. What other questions do you, like, I guess, have? Because there's not really, I guess, much else to say in the situation, to be honest. That's just the whole thing that just happened.
I guess Ben's more focused is at Josh than the police department, but it's like you should also go after the police department too, because they're literally siding with Josh and treating you guys so unfairly.
I mean, I'm honestly, like, kind of shocked to be arrested at this point for that. Yeah, this is definitely a very strange thing to be getting interrogated about, especially considering from my angle and the evidence I've seen.
There is one video after this of a 17-minute video of him talking about his response to the police. So maybe he talks about the corruption there in that video, maybe? Because I didn't watch that one. And then after that, there's a minute video, and then there's a court hearing, and then after that, stream's done.
The overwhelming evidence that they just blatantly stole from this guy, it's like us trying to then do a GoFundMe.
I gotta get going, guys.
All right, you take care, Jim.
All right, yeah, my mom.
It's all
Boomers.
good.
Boomers.
All right, you take care, Jim.
All right, see ya.
You know, getting put in cuffs, it's crazy.
I guess the detective didn't get what he was looking for, so he decided to interview the rest of the group.
Sounded like a great project to me. I was like, okay, like it's for a good cause.
How are you doing?
And for some reason, he was trying to get all of them to admit that the GoFundMe was my idea.
Hello. Obviously, Ben was behind the GoFundMe idea as well, right?
I don't know whose idea that was, because I kind of just started. I think.
But he was supportive of it as his channel, right? He said, "Oh yeah, let's do this for the channel."
Who cares? GoFundMe's legal. Who cares?
From my understanding.
Who cares who started the GoFundMe?
Was that kind of your ideas to do this video with the GoFundMe and all that?
But I wasn't afraid to admit that I actually made the GoFundMe for Brian because a GoFundMe is a safe, legal way to raise money for a family if they got all their stuff stolen. I should be risking nothing by admitting this.
Basically, the police told me, do not take this man to court or else you'll get arrested. And so I was like, just thinking, and we're like, let's do a GoFundMe, you know? And that was their solution.
But I was wrong.
We're going to book you back into the jail, okay? The creation of the GoFundMe, right? Blasting this person all over saying, hey, he's...
So creating the GoFundMe was illegal?
When I asked the detective how creating a GoFundMe was probable cause to send me to jail, this was his response.
A lot of this stuff you may have to just get an attorney and fight it in the criminal side of court, right?
Okay, should I
Yep.
go back?
Yeah, go ahead and stand up. I got an officer right here that's going to... He has cuffs for you.
Will I also be able to hear Josh's side of the story? Because I think he's said a lot of lies to you guys.
It'll be And I never talked to Josh, but it'll be documented in the report as well.
Okay, thank you so much.
But the detective was lying. The police have illegally redacted every single claim Josh has made about me. And when I finally go to court, I'm going to be completely blind to what I'm even being charged for. The worst part is that the police officers took away my bail. So now I have to wait a month in jail.
Oh, wait.
However, I ended up getting extremely lucky. When a judge ended up reviewing this arrest, they thought the whole thing was so stupid and ended up releasing me on bail.
See, the judge is not corrupted. The judge is like, hey, I'm not going at this corruption. I'm getting him out of jail. You better release him. So at least the judge is not fully cuckoo.
Now, at least I'm a free man until my court case.
Let's go, man, baby.
Oh no, he's still gotta go to the court because
Well, you still gotta go to the court, but at least the judge was like, get him out of jail.
The act that I committed was mentioning that Josh stole the Legos in our GoFundMe. So if you say who the thief is, then that is illegal.
Hey Josh, you stole the fucking Legos from Brian. Sue me, motherfucker. You try to sue me, I'll go to Mexico. I'll pull an Ethan Ralph and go to fucking Mexico and say, ha 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 ha, bitch.
For us to do that.
Also, Ben has a lot of money. At this point, if I was Ben, I would just went out the country. He has the passports. He's a millionaire.
I would sue their asses. I'd sue the department. I'd sue all those guys.
You could still sue them while leaving another country.
Yeah, I know, but the fact that they have to go through all these hoops just to serve papers for a lawsuit is fucking stupid. And I think it's fucking annoying that this guy is going through all this trouble.
You have to apply for a job online, but you can't serve a fucking lawsuit online.
I know, right? It's just so fucking weird.
Now
you literally have to apply for a job online. You have to apply for a lot of stuff online, but you cannot file a lawsuit online. You have to do it in person. And
how are you supposed to give someone the lawsuit papers if they're going to trespass you?
Yeah, exactly. Like that doesn't make sense.
That's fucking stupid. Like, you should be legally exempt, but unfortunately, because these police are corrupt, they wouldn't care about that.
I just have to wait for court, and honestly, I'm not excited. My entire life, I was taught if you steal from people, you get in trouble, and if you help people, you get rewarded. But I guess I was just taught a lie. By me trying to help and do the right thing, all I did was just screw everything up.
There's the cat again.
And get all of my friends in trouble. I couldn't fix anything. And now with all the charges I got in this video, I'm looking at least 5 years in jail.
No! I will literally email I will literally email Cash Patel myself if I have to.
But
no, I will literally email Cash Patel myself and tell him to look into this. And I will literally find a way. You know what? If Aaron or Mike get into Congress, I'm sending them a fucking text. In fact, I may send Aaron a fucking text in this video and tell him, hey, if there's a way you can send this to the DOJ or the FBI, could you have them take a look at this?
I finally accept my fate.
Yeah, so after the stream, I'm literally going to text Aaron and be like, hey, hope you're doing well. Do you think, is there something you could forward to the DOJ? Because there's corruption against this one YouTuber, and I don't know if you have I'm gonna be texting the congressman. I know. I'm not just gonna sit here and let this guy go to jail for 5+ years. I'm gonna do my best with my connections I have.
Ragnar in the comments. The cat's name is Lord Chubbington of Wessex.
The cats, yeah. That's what we're gonna call him. We're gonna call him Mr. Reporter Lord Chubbington of Wessex News Network. That's what we're gonna call the Cats News Network. Wessex News Network.
failed.
I'm a meow meow journalist for News West Next Network.
And now it's time to go home. But before I made it home, one of my roommates called me saying that a police officer just showed up to our house.
So he rings the doorbell, and he's like, "Is Mr. Snyder here?" I was like, "Why?" I was like, "Can I deliver a message for you?" He's like, "How could you deliver a message?" He said it just like that. He was like, "Just tell him he has a warrant for his arrest." Like, he thought he was in an action movie type walk off, and that was his like end scene line.
If I had to guess, I'd say that Bricks and Minifigs has seen that I am a free man, and they can't have me actively working on my lawsuit against them. And considering how many lies Bricks and Minifigs has made about me in this video,
Fuck you, man. You stole him, bitch.
You know what's the funny part is he was literally on Fox News saying that Ben was.
No, that's the CEO, not.
Yeah. But the CEO is a part of this, right?
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, it's still the point still applies. The CEO was on there saying Ben was making false statements about Josh, right? But who's the one really making false statements? Who's the one saying that Ben was on
Ben's
heroin?
actually got evidence. What do you got, Josh? A corrupt police force.
Exactly.
I stole the Legos?
Must be pretty interesting to have a micro penis, Josh.
Version C clamping an assault rifle versus the Chad holding it like it fucking World War II with the chicken wing.
Police department, make yourself known. Included in the warrant are Legos.
I can only imagine of what I'm being accused of doing now. So immediately, I called the Utah Police Department to see what my warrant was for.
Someone showed up at my house today saying that there was a warrant out for my arrest.
If that warrant has a stage of no bail, those are the ones that are more serious.
The only thing the police department could tell me is that I do have a warrant, but this time the judge approved it that I will have no bail. And I am now a physical threat to Josh, the person the police are protecting. So basically, at any moment now, I could be arrested without bail for some mystery crime. There really is only one thing that I can do now.
Well, I'm in Mexico now, and the American police have no authority here.
Hey! He's learning from the alpha male. Hey!
Well, anyway.
When the police fuck you over, the first thing you do is go to Mexico and fucking hide. Support it. I really do support it because that's the thing. The police are corrupted as fuck.
¿Qué pasa, gringo? What's up?
What's going on? What the heck is that thing?
Which obviously it's a joke, but imagine Ethan Ralph texted him and was like, "Hey, just come to Mexico with me. You'll be safe down here."
You can let us on that?
Stay in Mexico, Ben. If you're watching this, stay the fuck there. Don't come back. Do not come back. Stay until this whole court case is done. Stay. Do not come back. If they try to come after me, I'm gonna join you, Ben. In fact, I'll go to your city if we can go fucking have. Well, you say you don't drink, so you know what? We'll just go get Mountain Dews. We'll get Mountain Dews.
I think that was actually one of his friends that said that. But
oh well, maybe Ben does. Hey, if you do drink, then we can have a beer. But if you don't drink, we'll have lemonade together. How about that?
Moment, I realized what I had to do. Bricks and Minifigs thinks they can just bully anyone who tries to stop them in committing their crimes. And what's the only way to stop a bully? To stand up to them.
If me posting this picture online once got the city this upset where they had to arrest me, just think about how upset they'd be if thousands of people started wearing it.
Which is why the picture that got me arrested, I'm putting that picture on a shirt.
And you can buy this merch at WeStealFromOldPeople.com.
Buy me a shirt. Should I buy me a shirt?
Yes, do it.
If I get the money, I will.
Go right now. It's gonna be sick.
And yeah, all of the law enforcement that's protecting Bricks and Minifigs is gonna be pissed. But there's nothing they can do because I'm in Mexico.
Anyways, part 3 is now live on my Patreon at patreon.com/RecklessBen.
Also on Patreon, you'll find tons of behind-the-scenes content, plus the movie
already. Unless they Wouldn't you have been safe going back to Cali?
No, because
going
it's still
back to
the United
Cali.
States.
I made that all the
In
streamers.
fact, they would call the police in Cali and have them turn them into the Utah. That's why he had to go to Mexico.
Yeah.
Services rejected once they saw how gnarly it was, and all of the money.
Ralph had to do the same thing because of a fake charge from New York. I think it was like New York, like some other state. Well, actually, no. I think Ralph also did it just because he said Mexico is just a better environment because it's a lot more freedom of speech there, and not only that, but he also said it's really beautiful where he's at. Like it's real, and I'm sure he's at the same area, like South Mexico. South Mexico is like really beautiful. Like any streamer that goes there and does IRL streams is just one of the beautiful sights. So yeah, Ben's gonna be having a fun time and he's gonna be safe. In fact, the Mexican president's just gonna say, "Hey, it's not a problem. Fuck off."
I make goes directly towards trying to fight Bricks and Minifigs so they stop doing bad things to people. Also, make sure to donate to the GoFundMe we set up for Brian. I'm not really sure if I'm allowed to promote this. I mean, I got arrested just for creating this thing, but
Who cares? You're in Mexico. They can't do anything. You really think the cartels are gonna turn you over? In fact, the cartels hate them.
I'm gonna do it anyway. Everyone donate to this GoFundMe.
All right, so now we got another video, a 17-minute video, and then a 1-minute video, and then a video of the citizens of, I think, Oregon defending him, and then that'll be the end of our coverage. So
It would be Utah, actually.
yeah, Utah. All right, so let's go ahead and let's close this and let's pull up the other video. So while I'm pulling up the other video, I'm gonna get final perspectives, and we'll start with Dan the Man, aka Imposter Zachary.
I fucking hate corruption. I hate the fact that they're so complicit in this. It's quite fucking annoying, if you ask me. You're a law enforcer. You're disrespecting the badge. Though it's not really fucking hard to do now, is it? No. This could have been prevented if this fucking millennial retarded supervillain stereotype wannabe would have just fucking done what the contract, his franchise that he tried to fucking take over for the corporate side of the store. It would have just been done if he fucking fulfilled it, okay?
Also,
he didn't want to fulfill the contract. He didn't have to take over the fucking store.
Also, there is another video of Ben saying that the audio is released. Would y'all, after this video, would y'all want to go over that video too? Y'all have the time? Torn, you have the time too? I mean,
yeah.
All right, cool. We'll go over.
I have the time,
unfortunately.
Actually, fortunately.
All right. It'll only be like, we'll only have like an hour. Like, all this will take like an hour. So y'all just know you'll be on the street for at least an hour, if not 2 hours most. Because I know y'all be busy and stuff. But you know what? Since y'all want me to do a full coverage and cover all this, we'll cover it. We'll start with this one, then this one, then this one, then the Twitter one, and we're good.
The American Fork Police Department has responded to the video I made about them.
I am the Chief of Police for the American Fork Police Department. I'd like to address the members of our American Fork and Cedar Hills community regarding some videos currently
Dude needs to go back to the fucking tomb he was buried in fucking ancient Rome, dude. Look at how old he is.
I know he's
anyway
a boomer.
Media.
So now I will offer a response to their response. There's a lot of new information in this response that I've been wanting to get for a long time, so we'll go over that first. One of the main questions in my video was, why did I get swatted for stealing the Legos when this wasn't a mystery to the police officers and they knew that I didn't steal the Legos, that Josh stole the Legos.
He basically stole a $200,000 collection of Star Wars Legos.
But still, why did they raid my house for stealing the Legos when there's an overwhelming amount of evidence that Josh stole the Legos? When I requested the body cam footage of this to try to find the answers myself, they redacted everything, and they claimed it was to protect the victims. However, one of my friends set up a GoPro as we were getting swatted, and we caught the entire conversation on camera.
Included in the warrant are Legos.
For 3 months, the police department's answer has been, this redaction is important because it protects Josh, the victim of this case. However, we can clearly see that the police are looking for Legos, and they saw no Legos. And they redacted this because they were embarrassed that they made such a stupid decision to swat the wrong person. They were so embarrassed of swatting my house for stealing the Legos that in all of the police reports, it is completely redacted. The police department wants this information hidden so bad that they're willing to break the law to hide this from
This is why Cash Patel needs to get involved and arrest them all and arrest all the cops that are involved in this corruption and have them fired, have the chief of police removed, and have a new person that knows what the fuck they're doing.
everyone. The only reason I know about it is because the receipt I got the night I was released from jail and my friend's GoPro that was recording. So even though I've been asking them for 3 months why I got swatted, they finally came up with an answer, which is the Airbnb host told them that I stole the Legos.
During contact with the Airbnb owner, the owner reported overhearing conversations about possible stolen Legos.
This is probably a lie. This is probably a fucking lie.
Airbnb's owner's in on it. Lovely.
Specifically,
Either that or they're fucking straight up lying. But even then, they probably just asked the Airbnb owner. He probably just either said yes.
Well,
or
I mean,
no,
let's
and they
be
took
honest.
it.
They're a local, so there's a high possibility they have connections to the Mormon church.
Yeah, and Josh probably got in contact with the Airbnb owner and had this all planned.
officers wrote in the search warrant affidavit, the homeowner also disclosed that he could hear multiple individuals inside the
But why didn't the homeowner just kick him out at that point then? The fuck?
residence
That doesn't make sense.
speaking about possibly stolen Lego toys they had taken. Based on that information, officers added a request within the search warrant affidavit seeking authorization to also search for and seize possible stolen property, including Lego merchandise. 4th District Judge Roger W. Griffin reviewed and approved the search warrant.
I always like giving people the benefit of the doubt, and I will take the police officer's word on this, but something fishy is going on here, and everything can just be cleared up if you unredact the audio and let everyone see the truth. Also, after we got raided and the police officers found no Legos, all of this footage has been redacted too. And my guess is if the police unredact this footage, we will find out the answers once and for all. While we were getting swatted, one of the police officers decided to injure me for absolutely no reason. He claims it's because I was trying to make a fast movement.
Don't move like that. You understand me? Don't move like that. Don't move quick.
But he wasn't. He was just walking out and cooperating with law enforcement.
When we replay the footage, you can clearly see I was not making any fast movements. However, the police department has an answer to this.
During Snyder's detention, Lieutenant Adamson took hold of Snyder's right arm. Lieutenant Adamson later...
Lieutenant Adamson needs to be fired from your police department for corruption and for assault. In fact, Ben should file an assault charge on him.
reported that he felt Snyder tense his arm, at which point Adamson moved Snyder's right arm behind his back to place him into custody.
What is it? Is this physically, or is it just because he was shaking because he's being falsely arrested?
The police department has made it clear I did not, in fact, make any quick movements like the police officer claims I did. So the police officer was lying, but not fully, because I did tense my arm. However, he lunges at me extremely fast before he even touches me. So how could he even know that I was tensing my arm?
Exactly. He just fucking as soon as he saw you, he went and saw you fucking did that.
He even grabs me. That doesn't make any sense. There's only one solution. This police officer has psychic powers, and he could tell that my arm was tensing up before grabbing me. However, this makes no sense, because if the police officer did truly have psychic powers, he would have known that we were not the thieves, Josh and Brandon were the thieves. So this can't be the case either. I'm trying to have an open mind with these different possibilities of what this could be, but literally the only outcome left is that this police officer injured me for no reason. However, the police have another response to this of why I must be lying.
In the X-ray image displayed by Mr. Snyder in that video, a small L is visible in the upper right-hand corner of the X-ray. The L indicates the image is that of the left shoulder. The video shows Lieutenant Adamson handling Snyder's right arm during the arrest.
Yes, the stock footage I used to show what a dislocated shoulder is, an image that's clearly not mine because I didn't go to the hospital, I went to jail. So how could I have taken this picture? But anyways, the stock image I used is of a left shoulder when my shoulder that got injured was my right shoulder. when I was editing this, I like to think highly of my audience that they would have known that this was a stock image and I wouldn't have to spoon feed every tiny detail to my audience.
Well, see, I'm an adult, and a lot of people, the audience, are not fucking dumb. They think that people are stupid. They think people everyday lives are stupid.
But now I realize that there's another portion of my audience called the American Fork Police Department that maybe I do have to spoon feed every single piece of information to. So I'm going to use this as constructive criticism, and in every single episode going forward now that I know that the American Fork Police Department's watching, I will be forced to spoon feed every single detail. As a professional slackliner, dislocating my shoulder is almost a monthly thing for me.
The whole weight of my arm is just on this bone.
Boon. 3 days before I got arrested, I had a really bad ski accident where I had a really bad dislocation of my shoulder, and any movement at all would have dislocated it. So I will say here,
Dan knows all about shoulder injuries.
Shut up.
I don't think that the police officer was purposely trying to injure me. I think to a normal person, this would have been fine. But for me in particular, this was not good, but it was still unjustified. And the police officer was just making up an excuse, and now they're making up an excuse to defend it. Another thing I find shocking is the chief of police, even after reviewing the dash cam footage, says that we ran a stop sign.
Richardson initiated a traffic stop on the vehicle for failing to stop before the stop line at a stop sign and failing to stop completely at that stop sign.
The chief of police
just fucking lied, and that's the thing. That's perjury. You literally lie. You're literally the police chief, and you fucking lie. You can't lie with having that much authority. This is why I say Cash Patel needs to be involved. Yo, Triton, who's that cute guy behind you? Hey, cute guy. Someone's asking who's that cute guy behind you.
Isn't that one of your IRLs?
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually my roommate's cousin saying that.
Looked at this video and said, we ran a stop sign. And now he's using that to say, this was a legal traffic stop. The police officers did nothing wrong. At this point, we thought the best thing to do was to take Josh to court so he can be legally accountable for the crimes he committed. However, to do that, we are first required to serve him court papers. So we did what the law told us to do. I got a process server, and we went to his house to do this the legal way. However, Josh did not want to do this the legal way, and instead called the police on us.
Joshua Johnson contacted police and reported he was going to shoot someone as a result of the ongoing harassment.
He needs to be in jail for a false report. This is a false report. And look, is there any clip, any evidence suggesting that Ben wanted to shoot Josh?
I don't know.
No, there's no clip. And if there is a clip out there, send it to me. But there's not. We've reviewed the whole documentary yesterday. We reviewed all the videos. We're reviewing this video. We're going to review the footage video. And we're going to review his 1 minute video. We're reviewing all this.
The way the officer phrased it, though, I thought he was implying that Josh was going to shoot someone.
No, he said that Ben's going to shoot someone. That Josh called and said that Ben was going to shoot someone. That's just a boomer not using his words correctly. But no,
exactly.
Multiple officers immediately responded to the area.
Josh was so scared of going to court that he would rather shoot us than accept these court papers. Josh's logic here is that if he can murder the prosecutor...
So Josh did say he's going to shoot him over self-defense. Okay, then. So looks like Boomer was using his words correct. Sorry, Boomer.
That's what I thought he was implying.
Yeah, that's what I thought he was just being an old man, because you know how old boomers be. They bespeak. They bespeak more than a retard like me.
Server, and if he can murder me, then he can get away with his crimes because there'll be no one to sue him in court.
So shouldn't he need?
And that police department would probably side with him and say it was self-defense too.
Shouldn't Josh be arrested for murder threats then, since he literally told the police that he was going to murder someone for just serving him court papers? Shouldn't Josh be arrested for threats?
However, sadly for Josh, murder is illegal. And now he just admitted his plans to the police officers. The American Fork Police should at least be arresting Josh for trying to use murder
Yup. Ben knows exactly what I'm talking about. Yup.
as a way to get out of court. But sadly, for some reason, they arrested me instead.
Am I being arrested? Really?
Something about this seems off, and all of the answers are in the body cam footage. However, they redacted all the body cam footage. So this is where I think if we all come together as a community, we can somehow convince the American Fork Police Department to unredact this footage so we can find out why they arrested me and not the guy who threatened to murder me. However, the American Fork Police does not want to unredact the footage right now, and now have made up a new excuse of why I was the one justified being arrested.
Officer Sumbot contacted the Marion County Circuit Court in Oregon to verify the legitimacy of the paperwork. The court confirmed that the case was indeed legitimate, but that papers had already been served and no hearing date had yet been scheduled.
The police department said the reason they arrested me and not Josh this day is because they called to confirm if this was a real court case, and they said it was real. However, the papers have already been served, and now I'm doing this solely to get YouTube content. And if that's true, I would like to see footage of it. They released all the raw footage, and that part doesn't seem to be in the raw footage.
It's already been to court, or are you allowed to tell me kind of where they're at with the case?
There is no hearing date set, and there hasn't been a hearing in the case yet. All I see is the claim that was filed. I don't see proof of service or anything.
Yeah, but the court literally told him to serve Josh, and that's what he did, was serve Josh. So why is he being arrested for doing what the courts told him to do?
Would it be set until a response is filed by defendant?
Okay, so the defendant needs to be served with papers before the case will, I guess, start.
Yep.
Okay, thank you for your help. That's all for today. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, bye.
Right here, the police officer admits that it is March 10th.
On March 10th, 2026.
However, you can see here that Josh doesn't get served until 3 days later, March 13th. So how could Josh have already been served on March 10th if he didn't get served until March 13th?
Another lie by the police department. This is why I say Cash Patel needs to be involved.
Unless
Cash Patel, if you could hear me, yes, I've called you all kinds of names. I'm willing to apologize and let everything go. If you just help my boy Ben out, everything will be well. Actually, you still need to arrest the Epstein people, but I can at least say you're somewhat a little bit decent. I would have a little bit of respect for Cash if Cash Patel gets involved or has the FBI get involved. And I mean it. I don't like Cash Patel for shit. I don't like him for his rhetoric. I don't like him for his corruption and his cover-up for the Epstein shit. But, however, I'm willing to have a little bit of respect for him if he helps Ben out and exposes and ends the corruption of the Utah Police Department. What's up, Jim? Looks like looks like your mom has allowed you back. Welcome back to the show, man.
No. I just come back to say, yeah, well, that thing I left in Discord, yeah, it happened, and it was scary.
Okay. We're doing a segment, so if you gotta go take your shits, go take your shits. Stop eating Taco Bell. In fact, while you're on the toilet, why don't you just watch the stream and interact in the chat while you're on Taco Bell? Stop eating Taco Bell. Torin. Ragnar told me you were eating Taco Bell a lot as well.
I eat Taco Bell sometimes, yes.
I mean, look, I eat Taco Bell too, but it's like you guys know that's going to get you out of shit a lot. Like,
oh no, I shit a lot regardless.
Ragnar you was not online earlier, and Ragnar was like, "Hey, Torin's currently having a big shit problem because he ate Taco Bell." And I was like, "Are you trolling?" He's like, "No."
No, it wasn't Taco Bell.
Oh, it wasn't Taco Bell. Ragnar told me it was Taco Bell, so
it might have been Taco Bell, but I doubt it.
I mean,
all right.
From experience, I'm not shitting on you because from experience, Taco Bell's made me in the bathroom for like 1 to 2 hours. But yeah, I'm going to continue the segment, Jim. You're welcome to stay, but if you gotta go take the shits, you can either tune in the chat or just go have fun.
I gotta go shit. I see you.
All right.
Peace.
All right. See you while you're watching the chat.
Josh is a time traveler. There's only one way to clear this all up. American Fork Police Department, show me the time machine. So now they say that I have done all the check marks which constitute stalking. Let's go through them.
Individual commits stalking if the individual intentionally or knowingly engages in a course of conduct directed at a specific individual.
So yes, I did do an action that was targeted at a specific individual, but that's what's required by the court if I want to take someone to court. If someone steals your stuff and you go through the legal process to take them to court, it is not considered stalking. I have a right as an American to sue him.
Is reckless as to whether that course of conduct would cause a reasonable person to fear for the individual's own safety or the safety of another.
The second check mark is that if a reasonable person would be scared. The police are claiming that since this action made Josh scared, this check mark is complete. However, they've completely forgotten about the term reasonable. As we can see, Josh is not a reasonable person. This is someone who multiple times has tried to silence someone by accusing them of being on heroin.
Here's the crazy thing. They told me that they took over that location because the owners were using the location to fund their heroin addiction.
What?
Yeah, and that's how they took it over, and saying they had like a pigeon in there that was crapping all over the Legos and it smelled bad, all this stuff.
This is someone who threatened to murder me just for trying to serve him papers. This is not a reasonable person. It is not reasonable to threaten to murder someone just for serving papers. A reasonable person would accept the papers, so that second checkbox does not meet the requirements. I even tried explaining this to one of the police officers early on.
What the law says is if the average person would feel unsafe by our behaviors, so I think he's feeling unreasonably unsafe, a reasonable person would not feel unsafe in the situation. Well, I can say the same thing. I feel unsafe trying to conduct business with him, and he calls the police on me to hide. I feel unsafe because of that. Because we had a 3-hour search in our car. He said we had heroin in our car yesterday. We had a 3-hour search in our car. That makes me feel unsafe. I think that's reasonable for me to feel unsafe. It's not reasonable for him to feel unsafe.
So Josh is actually the one who said he was going to murder me if I take him to court. But now I'm the one that's being looked into for threatening to murder Josh. How does this make any sense?
Mr. Johnson alleged that Ansel had hired Benjamin Snyder to harass, stalk, vandalize the store, threaten to murder the manager.
When did he threaten to murder the manager at all? Where's your evidence? Show a clip. Show shit. See, this is the problem. It's like they like to claim all this, but they don't want to show a single shred of evidence. Zero. Zero evidence. Zero evidence at all. Like zero, nada evidence. Like literally zero evidence.
Of the store.
Now let's go to the heroin claim. We got pulled over by the police and they claimed that we had heroin on us.
This officer is going to conduct the search of your person because there are legal substances in the vehicle. Really?
Most of this footage is redacted. So again, there's a big mystery of what happened. Can we all come together and convince the American Fork Police Department to unredact this so we can find out the truth? However, what the police is claiming now is that they did not get a call saying that we had heroin on us. Instead, they could just tell from the second we pulled over that our eyes were glossy.
During the interaction...
That's a lie. They literally said they got a call and said there was heroin. Shut the fuck up. You need to resign. Resign.
Officer Fraughton indicated he believed Shaw's eyes appeared glossy and expressed concern regarding possible impairment.
If we look back on the raw footage, this is what the police officer said his first interaction with us was like.
Good with these guys being able to drive?
Yeah, I think so. I didn't see anything clear as day with Tyler that I noticed.
What's the goal?
Right now? Yeah, I was gonna scare him a little bit and let him go. Is all I really was gonna do.
Do we have charges, or are we just tired of them being annoying?
It seems hard to take what the chief of police is saying seriously because so far almost everything he said is a lie. So the only way we can actually find out the truth is if we unredact everything. We already know the victim's name is Joshua Johnson. Why do we have to keep that protected? His name is already out there. None of these redactions are protecting anything except for the police. And now I want to acknowledge my friend Sheldon's arrest.
The group stated they were supporting a GoFundMe campaign for a dying man. One of the individuals later identified
A dying man? When did they say that?
Well,
I mean, maybe they're talking about Brian's father because
they're talking about Brian's father, yes.
Yeah, because Brian's father does have like a lot of like health issues and stuff like that. So that's
yeah, he's not long for this world. From what I understand, he's got a bunch of terminal illnesses or something.
Off topic, but I want to say prayers to Brian's dad. Jesus, please take good care of him. And if he ends up passing away, I hope and pray he makes it to heaven, lives a good, happy life. And
I hope he gets the justice he deserves before he passes, though.
I hope so too. Because I don't know if he knows now, but in the first video, Brian said that his dad doesn't even know that this is all going on because his dad's not on social media and he's too busy like dealing with like all this health stuff. And if he were to tell his dad would probably have a mental breakdown over it. So we don't even know if the elderly father knows. It's CW2. What's up, CW2? How's it going?
in Norcross. Officer Richardson then decided to seize Norcross's phone, pending the approval of a search warrant, in order to preserve potential evidence and prevent the deletion or alteration of any data. According to Officer Richardson's report, when Norcross was informed that the phone was going to be seized, Norcross immediately began manipulating the device.
The police officer...
How? All he did was power his phone off. That's it. That's all he did was power his phone off. He wasn't manipulating anything. He wasn't going through text. He wasn't.
Clearly, this police department doesn't understand the law and how it works.
Oh, they do. They're just purposefully lying.
Claims that Sheldon was arrested because he opened his phone to start deleting evidence. However, we can clearly see in the footage Sheldon's thumb is heading towards that lock button to lock his phone. His phone was open when he pulled it out, and the phone was transitioning from on to off, not from off to on. From this response, it almost seems like the police officers didn't even watch the video. So American Fork Police Department, if I'm your teacher, here's your homework. First off, learn the facts of what actually happened. Second off, stop lying about the facts. No one's believing it. The third thing is unredact the audio that makes the police look bad. Some of the best lawyers in the United States are reaching out to me right now, so eventually this is going to get released. Wouldn't you just like to get this over with sooner rather than dragging this out? The more we drag this out, the more content we get, so this only benefits me to drag this out. It doesn't benefit you. If you unredact the illegally redacted parts now, you'll win over audience support much faster. It's kind of funny because a lot of you guys probably think I'm like trying to like make fun of this other cop by how he was talking.
Brother, you mind turning up the volume? Holy, it's actual ASMR. Wow. I cannot really hear him. Why is he whispering?
No, I'm actually just like super sick right now. I haven't been sleeping because I'm trying to get out part 3 as fast as I can. And that's caused me just to like stay up all night, every night and not sleep. And now I'm sick and have no voice.
Voice critical, shut the fuck up and go fuck yourself.
But yeah, I guess it kind of, I don't know why that police officer was talking with such a low, quiet voice, but that's why I am, at least. I wasn't making fun of him. I literally am just genuinely sick. But if you want to see part 3, subscribe to my Patreon at patreon.com/recklessben. Part 3 will be up there very soon.
All right, so now let's check out the footage. So apparently this video has the footage. So I'm going to put the timestamp in because I'm clipping the footage part for sure. And I'm going to use your DMs if that's fine.
No, go ahead.
All right, so let's see. Hold on. Let me go ahead and get the video up. Reckless Ben. Footage. Okay. So now we're going to, timestamp. 2:43:18. 2:43:18. Reviewing the footage. All right, guys. So now we're gonna be reviewing the footage, and we're gonna be, see what is out on the footage. So I'm gonna go ahead, pull this up. I'm gonna watch this one. All the footage is released. So let's review the footage and let's give our unbiased commentary, even though Josh is a fucking cock.
Someone actually hacked into the American Fork Police Department and released all the footage unredacted.
Okay. Oh my god. You just kind of incriminate yourself there because they're trying to find everything against you and you're using hacked
Well, he's
footage.
in Mexico, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, it doesn't matter, but still. You can come back to America. You might as well just...
They're screwed now, though.
You're screwed now,
Some
yeah.
anonymous person decided to hack them.
Yeah.
Don't
But now
mess with the
Ben's-
internet, you fucking boomers. This is what happens when you mess with the internet.
But now Ben's going to have to hide in Mexico for reviewing this footage, unfortunately. But...
Well, he's not the one that stole it, so technically they can't hold him liable for it.
I know, but you know how they are. They're going to try. They're going to say he fucking told him to do it, even though he didn't.
Oh, yeah.
Acted of my interactions with them. So this is the original footage I got with the redactions in, and this is the new unredacted footage. I'm lining them up, and I'm going to keep only the redacted parts to see what they were actually saying.
Jail. I understand. This ends today. I know. We're talking more.
Sadly, they weren't able to get the first 2 days where I was accused of having heroin on me, but the final 2 days, we were able to see a lot, actually. The footage starts with me going to Josh's house so I can serve him his legal court papers. Josh knows that if he goes to court with me, he's going to lose. So instead, a much easier option is he calls the police on me to prevent me from serving him.
His name is Ben Schneider. He's stalking my house. Will you come to my house, please, and come get them? I'm not going to have stalkers.
Are they there right now?
They're on the side of the house.
Kind of one of the.
It's not stalking to serve a court paper. It's not stalking to fucking serve a court paper. Oh my god. You're saying it's stalking, but all he was doing was serving a goddamn court paper. He kept on sitting out there because he was trespassed, so he was going to have the other person do it. You literally made it difficult.
Dispatchers made a note here saying that you were going to shoot someone.
I'm done with this. Officer, can you please help me and my family and make this stop?
Yeah, absolutely.
She had a consignment deal with a guy named Brian Mansell. A year and a half, almost 2 years, she had this consignment deal with him and she never paid him.
So right away, Josh is lying to the police, which we can easily verify with all of the metadata timestamped pictures that show that the Lego sets were in the store when Josh took it over.
He's hired this YouTuber. His name is Ben Schneider. He's Reckless Ben. They sent people in saying they're going to murder our manager. I'm done.
When did he ever say that? When did he ever say he was going to murder the manager? Like, tell me. When did he ever say that? When did those words utter out of his fucking mouth? Do you have footage? Do you have any evidence of this? Oh, wait, you don't, because it would have been out.
You're a dumbass boomer. You don't even know how the internet works.
What are you guys doing here?
Boomers just believe in fucking just making up shit, and just because they're old, that has to stick. That's what boomers believe.
We are in a court case with them, and we have to serve them legal papers.
She is a process server, and she's trying to serve you papers.
She's not a process server.
Okay.
Get the paper.
Yes, she is.
They're fake. Go get the papers.
Okay. You're okay if I bring those over to you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
They're fake.
Can I see those papers? Yeah. So this is what you're trying to serve them with?
Yes. I wish we could just send them an email. I wish we could just send them a phone call, or the court could just send it to them, but this is what we were required to do from...
Yeah, the court's literally told him to go in person and serve you, bro.
This bro just doesn't want to get sued. The dude's trying to run so hard, and it's going to end up ruining his life in the end.
Mm-hmm.
Just get it over with. Pay the fucking people. It's not going to go away. People are going to hunt you down till the day you die.
And by the way, I just want to say this on camera. I do not condone people harassing or going after Josh because it's just going to make things worse.
Unfortunately, the internet has a high
Oh, I know, but you just
chance
we
of
have to,
retribution, unfortunately.
I know, but we just have to say that in case Josh is like, "Oh, you guys are trying to apply harassment to me." It's like, no, we don't support that.
Yeah,
we don't even
neither
support
does
that.
Ben.
Neither does Ben.
Unfortunately, these there's going to be people out there that are fucking going to do it regardless if people tell them not to.
Yeah, because the fucking idiots and the crazy motherfuckers.
Like, look at what happened with the apartment's footage just now. Some anonymous person just decided, hey, I'm going to do this, and hacked the department and stole the footage.
And that looks really bad.
You
Even though
never cross the internet, boomers.
Yeah, exactly.
This is what happens.
This is what happens.
Following the instructions of the government. He thinks if I just call the cops on me, he can get away with it, but we're showing him, like, we're not going to let him get away with his crime, so.
Okay. You okay if I give these papers to him?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Hang tight. Are you okay if she just gives you the papers so we can just get
Have
her?
you looked at the papers? I've talked to the Kaiser Police Department. There's nothing filed. So no, I'm not accepting service from him. Okay. Absolutely not. It's fake. Okay. It's not real.
It's not fake. It's real. It's from a different
This
state.
man has history in law, and he's trying to use that to discredit Ben.
Yep.
Fine. That's you have that right.
Yeah.
Literally, all this police officer has to do is be like, "You are served," and then he doesn't even have to accept them. He can literally just drop them. But as long as you say you are served, that counts as illegal serving. So why doesn't this cop just do that? Like this whole thing could be solved in literally 3 seconds. Like here, I'll time it. You've been served.
Because of police departments.
Yeah, like literally
I'll time it. You've been served. That's less than a second.
1.5 seconds, and this could be solved. This could literally be solved in 1.5 seconds. And this police officer is just purposely choosing to make this way more complicated than it has to be.
Hold on. All right. What are you wanting done today? Besides, obviously, talk to
as much as you humanly possibly can.
I can screen charges. I'm open to screening charges through our attorney.
Yeah. Instead of serving these court papers like the police officer promised me he would, this officer would rather screen all possible charges for me to see what random stuff they can make up about me.
I'm going to go talk with him, give him his paper back, since you do not want this.
Can I just peek at it?
What was that?
Can I peek at it?
It kind of puts me in a little bit of a
Never mind.
bind.
It's fake. There's no lawsuit in it.
Okay. So anyway, I'm going to give this back to him and trespasser.
Because here's the thing. Like, think about this logically. Do you think a process server would show up with a guy that's been harassing a YouTuber to serve papers in Utah?
Josh knows that if he gets served these papers, it's going to be really bad for him. And at this point, it seems like he's willing to make up any story he can to get us arrested before he gets served these papers.
They sent a lady in, and the lady's like, "Oh, I'm going to murder you," to Amanda, the manager.
And now Josh has just committed a felony. Lying to the police officers about a false threat I made to get me arrested is super duper illegal.
He called the store.
You know what? I'm gonna make a poll. I'm gonna make a poll real quick. Should Josh be arrested? Hold on. I'm gonna make a poll while we do this.
Billion times, threatened the employees.
He does not want the paper. So
He's not want the papers?
Here's that back for you.
Okay.
I'm not sure what this is. I've never seen something like that. To be honest with you.
These are court papers.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna waste your day.
Okay, see ya.
Yeah, process server's really going to ride with the YouTuber. I mean, how stupid does he think I am?
Apparently, you're very
They
stupid
have
because
fake service papers.
apparently you're very
the girl
stupid
is like,
because
"Oh no, I got to serve him these papers." Like they printed up a fake lawsuit, you know. And I'm like,
what was that for?
I said, apparently you're very stupid because you don't know the difference between real papers and fake papers, and you're obviously lying. And you're obviously too stupid to understand the law, which you obviously have experience in whatever your law-based background is. Fucking bald-ass motherfucker.
Bald-ass motherfucking retard.
"Oh yeah, do you think the process server would really be writing with the YouTube guy to deliver papers to a guy that he's been?"
Go ahead, Dan.
Mormon.
Hey, I don't. Fuck. Oh yeah, you got me there, bro. That's right. He is Mormon. My bad.
Yeah, that's your brother. You gotta defend
Shut
him.
the fuck up. He ain't no brother of mine.
He is your brother. That's your Mormon brother. You gotta defend him. Defend your brother. Defend your brother.
Harassing. I'm like, do you think I'm stupid?
I do now.
I don't know what to do, man.
So, did you call the police again?
I just don't know what to do, man. I'm done with these guys.
We're ready and willing to arrest these individuals for Utah statutes for cyberbullying and digital stalking because they're using.
How is it digital stalking? Oh my God, serving a guy court papers is not digital stalking. You fucking stupid ass retards. How is this stalking?
Means for communication and coordinating their stalking.
Oh, it's digital stalking, not stalking.
It's all of the above.
Okay, got it.
But because they're continuing to use additional tactics and other things like that, thinking that they're being cute and whatnot, can't continue. So somebody has to be arrested to show that they can't continue.
Oh, that's the CEO talking on the phone to Josh.
Yes.
The same CEO that was on Fox News. That's why I said he's in on it, because he is in on it. He's telling Josh to do this. He's advising Josh to do this shit. Like literally, he's literally advising Josh to do this. Like literally advising Josh to do this bullshit.
Now we're just kind of wanting to know what you want done on this.
As much as we humanly possibly can.
He's going to submit, have it screened for charges with our prosecutors, right, with our city prosecutors.
He is very adamant that he wants to serve you with papers. Okay.
That's fake. That's illegal. You can't pretend to be a process server.
So
you can't. It's illegal.
Why not? In the state of Utah, to be a process server, all you have to do is be over the age of 18 years old. You got to be not affiliated with the case, and you can't be an attorney. And this girl meets all three. She is over 18 years old. I literally met her like 10 minutes before we showed up here, and she's not an attorney. So legally, in the state of Utah, this woman is a process server. And I already explained this to the police.
So anyone can be a process server. You have to be 18 years old, and you have to be not affiliated with the case. So she is not affiliated with the case. She's over 18 years old. That qualifies as a process server.
Okay. Well, maybe just have someone not affiliated with you.
That's her. Yeah, she's.
Yeah,
we have
I
no
just
relationship. That's why
barely
she's
met
here.
her.
Yeah, that's why she's here. We have no relationship, and that is who she is. The exact person that you're describing.
That's fake. It is a lie. She's impersonating a process server.
So for this girl to be impersonating a process server in the state of Utah, she must either be under 18, which the cops took her ID and verified she's not under 18.
Do you have an ID or anything like that on you?
She has to be related to this case, which Josh says he's never seen her before, so she can't be related to this case. Josh has verified that. And so the only option left is Josh must assume that she's an attorney. But if Josh has never heard of her before, how does he know she's an attorney? And spoiler, she's not an attorney. But so I don't know what Josh means when he says she's pretending to be a process server, because
She's not.
It seems like he's verified that she meets all the requirements to be a process server. So basically what Josh is saying is, even though she meets all these requirements, and I acknowledge she meets these requirements, she still doesn't meet these requirements. You're making no sense, Josh.
Impersonating an officer of the court, that carries it's pretty significant,
Yeah, you can't pretend to be a process server.
She's not, though.
Sorry. Yeah, you can't.
Yeah, he's coughing. It's like, bro.
It's got to be illegal.
And that's, like I say, he's getting combining charges.
It's a Class A misdemeanor to impersonate a process server in the state of Utah.
So right now,
I want her arrested for impersonating a process server.
So right now,
I can't just go and pretend. I can't go print up fake documents and go try to process
real
server.
documents.
That's illegal.
So these papers that he printed up,
Fake. Yes, 1 billion, trillion, gazillion percent.
Again, this is Ammon. I'm with the corporate office.
He's the CEO.
Oh, hi.
So what's happened is we had a former franchisee, Mr. Schneider, is just a YouTuber that got a hold of the story and then went to this guy and said, hey.
That's the CEO on the phone, the guy that we exposed for that fake lying interview on Fox News. That's him literally telling Josh to do it, literally helping Josh lie. So yeah, the CEO is just as guilty as Josh.
If I can harass these guys and if I can do some stuff and get some money out of them, will you pay me some of that money? And that's what they're trying to do, is the individual who actually owes the money left the United States.
And now Eamon has just committed obstruction by lying to the police officers.
He created a fake contract, forged a manager's signature up there, threatened to kill her.
I didn't sign no agreement. I'm not beholden to somebody else's stupid agreement. I like how he can just lie to you guys. He's a straight face. Oh no, he owes me $200,000.
What a hypocrite.
You're literally lying right now while I'm trying to say he's lying. Like you're literally shaming Ben for lying while lying yourself. Like what sense does this make, chat? Like I don't understand what sense this makes. Why he would just fucking lie.
Check with the court, see if it's a valid civil case that he's trying to push through, and we'll go about it that way, okay?
Thank you for holding. How can I help you?
Trying to speak with someone to verify if a case is, just verify if a case is real.
Yeah, looks like a real small claims case in our court.
Okay, thank you for your help. I think that's all for today. Thank you.
And after this phone call, I guess the police officers turned off the microphone on their body cam because I guess they really didn't want literally anyone to hear this, even if someone gets a hold of the unredacted stuff. Not even we.
Well, that's illegal. That's illegal. You cannot turn off your body cam. That is so illegal. And
he kept the body cam on. He turned off the microphone.
Still, you can't even do that because that's still technically just as bad as turning off the body cam. So yeah, he's still criminal.
Yep, these police officers are corrupt.
The
more I see this, the more I'm convinced they're fucking corrupt.
They're corrupted as fuck.
They're saying. But anyways, the police officer ends up going back to talk to Josh.
They're screening some charges, okay? Yeah. But we're just kind of working through. It looks like this is a real case. It just hasn't gone to court. Okay.
It's a real case. Who's it against?
It against you, him versus you.
Ben Schneider?
Mm-hmm.
What an idiot.
So
if you know that the case is real and that Josh fucking lied to you, then he should be arrested right on the spot. How is he not arrested right on the spot? This is why I don't understand. It's like, why aren't you not arresting this guy right on the spot for fucking lying?
He's just racking up the charges and we're working together.
So basically the consensus is we were all wrong here. However, let's just arrest Ben anyways.
Like, letting them go cannot be an option here, guys. Like, there's got to be something for cyber stalking, bullying, like all of the different things. Like, there's got to be something to arrest them and send a message that this is not appropriate, this is not okay.
I'm in agreement with you. Again, that's why we're kind of working through this right now.
Hello. Okay. Am I being arrested?
False arrest. This is literally incriminating. False arrest.
Really?
I love you. I love you. Oh,
there we go.
I love you.
Bro, this is literally corruption. He's literally giving a thumbs up. Thank you for making this false arrest for me. Like, what? Are you guys seeing this?
Yes, this man needs to be arrested.
I love you. I love American Police Department.
So now let's get to the search warrant, where the cops raided my house because they heard that I was the one that stole the Legos from Brian. So I might have found out an answer of why this cop was so rough with me and threw my
There's
arm
the cat journalist again.
back. Before we enter the property, the cop warns all the other police officers to make sure we are not filming.
Hey, they're probably going to be quick to film. They're probably going to be quick to pull their phones out, so just be aware of that.
However, when we got raided, I instantly pressed the record button on my phone because I was terrified these police officers were going to do something and try and hide it from the public. But I guess the police officer sees that I'm filming, and once he sees I'm filming, I think he was like, as punishment for filming me, I'm going to bend your arm back upwards and injure you, is my guess of what happened, because afterwards he says this.
The main kid had his phone recording, so I shut it off, but
the other kid had a GoPro. How many did you get? You got banned?
we got 5. I know.
Including Ben Schneider?
Yes.
Sweet. That's good.
Next, we got some unredacted footage of me using the bathroom.
Why is he filming him using the bathroom? What the fuck?
Why the hell did Ben feel it necessary to include that? That's the funny thing.
Why would it be funny?
Another thing about this unredacted footage is we get to see the police's entire office building. We get to see their detective board of us. We get to see that they're actually a member of the Church of Scientology Sucks. All my old school fans will know this, but basically I made a religion called Scientology Sucks, and it legally got approved by the IRS. And Scientology Sucks worships a gold plunger as their god. I even got it tattooed on my wrist right here. It's like a plunger cross on my wrist. I guess the American Fork Police Department is active members of the Church of Scientology Sucks because they literally put my god on their desk. That's exciting.
We have a felony stalking case right now. Felonies. Everyone's facing felonies.
That's pretty serious shit.
It's super serious. I know that you've been told all of
Who is this old guy? Is that like this guy's dad or something?
I don't know. I've
the
never saw
fundraiser. This guy stole $200,000.
Yeah.
If that was the case, that guy would be in jail.
Yeah.
So
No,
let's use, we're going to use critical.
Anyways, we're going to fast forward a bunch. So this is
If
basically
that is the guy's dad, he's a good dad for showing up for his son.
a spoiler for episode 3, but basically this Bricks and Minifigs company has nonstop been making fake bomb threats, fake fire threats, fake murder threats in my name that I'm going to murder them. The only problem is obviously these are all fake threats. I would never do something like that, but the police think that these are real threats. So now the police from Los Angeles, from Utah, they're all working together now to catch me. Here's a phone call from just a few days ago of the Los Angeles police calling the Utah police of them scheming of a way to get me arrested for all these mystery threats that I've been making.
Call, or we got a complaint from a guy in Provo about this guy Schneider.
Okay.
Why does
and so
dude
it
sound like a
seems
surfer bro?
Oh, because he is. 'Cause
I mean, it's LA, but dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Why do you
It's
sound like
LA.
a surfer bro?
You just answered your question. It's LA.
Like I talked to the guys in Sandy police
People in
are
Florida sound the same way too.
trying to get a hold of Provo police. So it seems like, yeah, Schneider's kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
Basically, so he called me and he's just like, this guy's crazy. He's like making threats against us, my employees, our business, et cetera, et cetera. It seems like this guy might live in LA, or his last known address is in LA. So I guess I'm just trying to track down like what you guys are doing, if anything. I know, like, at least I've been told that there's technically a couple open cases. This guy's already being charged in Utah by 3 different places. Like, what are we doing? Any idea where he actually is?
No idea. I know we had asked to hold him until we had further, but I'm guessing they just let him bond out. So.
Okay.
The only problem is I'm in a place the American police have no jurisdiction over, so they're never going to catch me here.
Yeah, no American police in sight.
Good luck finding me. You are never going to find me, police officers.
All right.
Basically.
All right. Even Aspen go cover this. Wow. But we're gonna watch now the final video from Reckless Ben, and then we'll watch the Twitter thing, and then we'll So yeah, let me get the timestamp to clip. So let's see. This timestamp is.
These people don't want to go to court because they know they're going to lose. They have a mountain of evidence against them. That's the only reason why they're trying to put all these false claims on Ben.
Yep, exactly. So now we're gonna watch his
And
wife.
in doing so, they're actually breaking the law when it could have been all settled with paying the victim some money. But now they're being incriminated, and I wouldn't be too surprised if if the feds actually see this and start doing a criminal investigation on these brick and minifig people.
They need to. That's why I'm calling for Kash Patel to do it. All right, so now let's get this timestamp. Oh, by the way, before I put the timestamp, what's your final thoughts on the body cam footage, starting with Torin? What's your final thoughts on the body cam footage of everything we saw?
That just makes it look so much worse. Like they're screwed at this point. I would not be surprised.
They are screwed big time for this. Big time. Dan, what about you? What's your final thoughts on the body cam footage?
Well, it proved everything we already thought about it, I guess, right?
Yep, it proved the corruption's going on. It proved everything. So now let's see Ben's final message.
Episode 3 is finally finished after crazy all-nighters and basically destroying my health. But I can't post it or I will go to jail. And
Weren't you in Mexico?
That I will also immediately lose my lawsuit of $300,000. And
I think that's the main reason is him losing a lawsuit.
The GoFundMe we made for Brian will go straight to this mystery company that I am no longer allowed to talk about. They sent court papers to my email, which I guess a judge approved for them that this was a valid form of service. And so
Whoa. He couldn't send him an email, but they could send him an email? What?
Now that I'm officially served, I cannot even mention this company or I will be in jail and everything. Normally I would be like, screw the big guy telling me what to do. I'm going to do what's morally right. But in this situation, if I do that, then all my friends get screwed with this lawsuit and we lose all the GoFundMe money we raised, like immediately. So I am no longer allowed to even mention this mystery company.
Is your bro
my personal opinion is that this is
No,
unfair.
he's playing a game. Anyways, we got to continue with this, though. This is important.
Because this order was put on me because this company was telling the court that I was making bomb threats. I was planning on murdering the manager and employees, which obviously I didn't do. And you can see that in the footage. The only problem is I was not given a chance to share my side. The court just heard their perspective, not mine. So because I wasn't able to share my side, I am now no longer allowed to talk about them. And looks like this might be it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Jamie.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so that's that. So, yeah. Conclusions on that is they're basically silencing him because he decided to.
They can silence him all they want. They can't silence the internet.
They
The
can't
internet's going to
silence the
continue
internet.
what he started.
Oh yeah, well definitely. In fact, I'm just gonna cover it as much as I can. I'm gonna cover this as much as I can. I'm gonna make sure that stories out there, the truth's out there, and everything. So now,
Go ahead and make your lawsuits, buddy.
Go
Because
ahead.
the more lawsuits you make, the more it's going to cost you in the end.
Go ahead, make your fake lawsuits.
And people are going to continue making content. Even if you stop Ben, other people are going to come out and they're going to stop you.
Exactly. Other people are going to come out. Other people are going to speak out about this. I'm going to speak out about this. I'm not giving up. No one's going to give up on this. And we'll continue to cover as many updates as we can to show them, hey, you can't silence everybody. This story's already out there. Ben's side's already out there. Everyone knows that you guys are on the wrong. So, yeah. The only thing that would solve this is Kash Patel and the FBI got involved and just basically investigated and arrested all these corrupted police officers for basically doing corruption, lying, and actually getting some justice done. So I really hope something like that comes out. So yeah. Torin, what's your final perspective on Ben having to not talk about this anymore?
Yeah.
I don't think it's fair.
It's not fair. This is literally the most unfair thing you can do to someone. That's the thing. Imagine stealing $200,000 worth of Legos from someone, and then Ben calls you out, and all of a sudden you silence the person, and then the person that calls out the scammers gets silenced and can't even talk about or name the company at all, because even just saying the name of the company will literally get him fucking in jail. That's just insane. Dan, what's your final thoughts on Ben being silenced and not allowed to talk about this anymore?
It's bullshit. He shouldn't have to be silenced he didn't even break the law. Why is he being silenced?
Exactly. He didn't break the law at all. So why the fuck is he being silenced? And my final thoughts is, why are you silencing someone for just calling out someone for doing a bad thing? That violates the First Amendment. That violates the court of justice. And in fact, it shows that our justice system and our police and a lot of police departments are corrupted as fuck, and they need reform. And it proves my theory that America does need a regime change, because how can a regime allow this to go on? So I'm going to put the timestamp.
Well, thing is, it's not the federal government that's the problem. It's the local governments that are the big issue.
Yep, exactly. And that's that. So now let's get to the final timestamp. 15. That would do it. 15.
Man, I said stay away.
All right, guys. So now we're going to cover the final segment of tonight's show, and it's going to be a Twitter video. So, all right. So let's see. Bookmarks. So the people of Utah have decided to come and defend Ben in the city council court hearing, and called out the American Fork Police Department for the corruptive activities. And they basically came and defend Ben and said, hey, this corruption is bullshit, and we're not going to put up with it as civilians, and we're not going to let you get away with this. So let's go ahead and watch the clip, and let's get our reactions. Let's get it. 3, 2, 1.
Did I say your name right? Yeah, you did. Okay. Just like the month. So I'm here on similar words to the man in the suit back there. Last month, a man investigation of a company was swatted by American Fork Police Department over accusations of theft. The company in question was accused of failing to uphold contract with a client in which their $200,000 allegedly worth of collectibles were failed to be paid back upon distribution.
It's really bad that the people of the town have to go to the city council meeting and basically call them out on their own bullshit, because the civilians of that city are also tired of this shit. They're tired of the police department doing this to people, and they're tired of the Lego company scamming people and taking money that's not theirs.
The Bricks and Minifigs isn't even actually affiliated with Lego officially. They're
what?
independent.
Oh yeah, no, they are.
Yeah, they're an independent business, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They're not affiliated with Lego, as far as I know.
Yeah,
no, they're not.
No,
hold on. Yeah, Lego should get involved, because guess what? I know they're not, because they're taking like people's donations, like Brian and other people. They get the Lego sets from people that create and hand make them and sell it to them for profit. That's how they get the Lego sets. So yeah, they are an independent company. They're not getting Legos from the official Lego company.
Their efforts, which they stated were to see the collectibles either returned or the money paid for, were met with efforts from the police department to do the opposite of that. I wish to make clear that this is not an accusation of prejudice, but rather an observation into the behavior of the officers involved. Upon the investigators' arrival to have a conversation with the company manager, as is required before a civil suit, they were stopped by officers. On drive home from work, the investigator was pulled over and singled out like the man over there mentioned. Shortly after being informed that the court case and the legal process being used were real, the officers proceeded to arrest the investigator. Upon attempted delivery of court papers by an official, they were also stopped 3 separate times by the American Forks Police Department. And after the investigator said,
Triton, you're muted.
Yeah, my bad. But you know what I find cool is that all these people brought the kids, the whole generation of families, just to expose the American Fork Police Department, and they're showing the kids, hey, this is what we live with. If you grow up, just know our police department is corrupted as fuck. The whole town, everyone of all ages are there, and the whole town is getting fed up with this bullshit. And I'm glad all these people are standing up and actually, basically calling the police department out to their face.
a fund to help out the owner of the collectibles during the legal process. Police forces showed up to his domicile, and he was held at gunpoint.
Yeah, exactly. And that should be illegal. The police officers should be losing their jobs for that. Why would all these people trust these police officers to be authority of their own town if they can't even make right judgment calls? That's why these people are standing up, because they're like, hey, this shows that our police department's corrupted. Why do we want to live in a town with corrupted police officials that get to just do whatever the fuck they want? This is exactly why we don't like Russia, North Korea, and the communist countries.
This is exactly why retards think police are all bad. It's because of fucking faggots like this that go around arresting people pointlessly and blaming them for shit because they're fucking being bribed or corrupted or have affiliations with these people.
Mm-hmm. That's why a lot of police get hate. That's why the police office, being a police officer, is a bad reputational hit, because a lot of them are corrupted as fuck. And police officers like these make all cops look bad, because people see what's going on in this town. They're going to think, oh, this happens in a lot of different towns. And I'm sure it probably does happen in a lot of different towns, stuff like this.
The police department during this has demonstrated.
Also, another point too, if the police department is willing to do this right out in the open and get caught for this, how many of other situations have been swept under the rug and not been called out?
Reckless usage of resources and responsibilities, and it has tainted faith in American Fork's ability to protect and serve. And it is my calling, as well as for a lot of people, that an investigation be conducted into the officers responsible, and if wrongdoing is found, to consider termination with replacement.
Agreed. See, these people you can't just, don't even take my word for it. The people that live at this town are saying the same shit. Saying the same exact shit. The same shit. They're saying, hey, you need to investigate the police department, and anyone that's found in engaging in corruption needs to be removed from their job and arrested. No questions asked. The own citizens of that town are saying the same thing. People that are not even on the internet are saying the same thing. People that are watching this in person are saying the same thing I'm saying, that these police officers need to be held accountable and arrested for their corruption. And Josh needs to be arrested for his false police reports. And all these people need to be investigated for corruption and slander and defamation and all this stuff. All the stuff they're accusing Ben of doing, they're doing themselves 10 times worse. Literally 10 times worse. So now I'm going to get final perspectives on this, then future plans, and then we'll wrap up the show. So, Dan, what's your final thoughts on the people of American Forks who are speaking out and defending Ben and calling for these police officers to be arrested?
They should be arrested. The police, definitely, they should be arrested.
100%, because what they did was corruption. What about you, Torn? What do you think about the townspeople speaking out and demanding that these police officers be arrested for the corruption?
I agree. They should be. And not only that, this isn't going to go away. They can try and say that if they're whatever. No, it's not going to go away. It's not going to go away until they fucking man up and
See
resolve
that? Oh,
this.
that was
Exactly. It's not going to go away. My final perspective is shout out to the townspeople and the people seeing this in person that had enough and speaking out. These are not people that watch Ben regularly. These are people that are these are everyday folks that go to work every day for the city, lived in the city their whole lives, and even they are tired of this. Even they are speaking out and saying, "Yeah, this is wrong. Arrest
If
the
they're
officers
willing
involved."
to do this over some fucking bricks, it makes me wonder what else they've done. The police force makes me wonder what else they're capable of and what else they've done. And who else has been bribing them, too.
Exactly. And what other cases have been swept under the rug? Because that's the thing. This is not the first time. Because the fact that they're willing to do this right there, it just shows they've done this so many times. And the fact that a lot of cops there are like that just shows that a lot of corruption has happened and shows that the police department needs to be held accountable. And they also need to open an investigation on all the other times that they abused their power and arrested innocent people that did nothing wrong, just to sweep for people that are in their pockets. And they need to be fired, charged for corruption, treason, and all that. And that's my final thoughts on all that. Do y'all have any more final takes before I write down the timestamp, get the future plans, and then end the show? Nope. All right. So let me write down the final timestamp. 25:07. So now we're going to get to future plans. So, future plans, Dan, what do you plan on doing for the rest of the week?
I'm waiting to get this new job. This job that I have currently is bullshit.
Based, yeah, because you told me that your old job was fucking bullshit, and I'm glad you're getting a new job and you're fine. See, that's what you do. You just show these corporations. We're not gonna.
Yeah. I tolerated the bullshit for a month. Now I'm looking for a new job because, well, if you're in a fucking job, you shouldn't tolerate bullshit. You're there to do a job, not fucking be ran around in fucking circles over fucking bullshit. Basically. So yeah, no, I'm looking for a new job, hoping to fucking get it real quick.
Also, not babysit the other employees, which I have to do a lot.
Of course. I'm pretty sure you heard the story, haven't you, Torin?
What story?
The story of my fucking my fucking job. Yeah, the one that I'm trying to fucking get in. I'm getting a new one.
Oh yeah, I don't know anything about your current job, honestly.
I'm glad. It's fucking so gay, so gay.
But I can relate because I have to clean up after a bunch of retards on night shift because they aren't willing to clean up their dishes.
Well, night shift is always like that, but imagine it's not just the employees that are dipshits, it's also the fucking management.
Oh, yeah, I got a few dipshits as managers too.
What about you, Torin? What is your future plans?
Honestly, I don't really know. I'm waiting for the update for Limbus Company tonight because we're getting a new Intervalo, which means more story.
I still got to log in and update because you said the updates are going to be a while, so I still got to do my updates. And future plans for me, more videos. I'll be clipping all the segments. So if y'all just tuning in, if y'all missed any segments, I will be clipping them and uploading them on the channel. Like once the stream is fully processed tonight, either before I go to bed or tomorrow morning, I'll be clipping all the segments of the Ben stuff and find the good timestamps and and upload clips, videos, and shows. And I will be continuing to cover this story. In fact, tomorrow's show, because CoffeeZilla did a whole video saying he found the missing Legos, we'll be reacting to CoffeeZilla's video, apparently of him finding the missing Legos and all that, because he does really good investigative deep dive work. You know what's funny? Ben got silenced and CoffeeZilla's like, Ben, it's okay. I'm going to pretend this is a trophy. It would pretend this is a torch. CoffeeZilla's like, Ben, I have the torch. I will take the torch for you. I will expose them. I will find the Legos for you, Ben. Don't worry. CoffeeZilla's here to save the
your
day.
company being so fucking stupid. that you unite the poor people after trying to steal money from them. Funny that.
And not only that, but they think Ben is bad, right? They think Ben will expose all this stuff. CoffeeZilla is not someone to fuck with. He defeated Logan Paul in court. Logan Paul tried to silence him, and CoffeeZilla has connections to law enforcement and stuff. So you want to go after CoffeeZilla? CoffeeZilla is going to be like, hell no, motherfucker. I'm going to come after you. And CoffeeZilla has been sued many, many, many times. You cannot take down CoffeeZilla. The fact that CoffeeZilla is the new leader in charge of this investigation, you fucked yourselves over by that. You fucked yourselves over by having CoffeeZilla take over. And tomorrow we will be reviewing that and exposing that, hey, you shouldn't have CoffeeZilla take over because CoffeeZilla is going to have all kinds of new receipts and he's going to keep on extending this out until Brian gets his Legos. You think Ben was bad, right? Nah. You just woke in another monster.
Shit, brother.
You just woken up another monster. And unlike Ben, CoffeeZilla has the money. He has the legal team. He has legal experts. He has all this shit. CoffeeZilla will literally fuck up many bricks and minifigs. He will literally fuck them up, expose the fuck out of them. They just made the biggest mistake ever. Silencing Ben just woke in CoffeeZilla. And when you silence somebody and CoffeeZilla sees that and he takes the lead, oh man, you're fucked. You are fucked. In fact, CoffeeZilla and his legal team are probably going to go and help Ben with the lawsuit as well because CoffeeZilla is really smart with legal law because he's been sued so many times. So yeah, CoffeeZilla getting involved now, you guys just fucked yourselves over. In fact, I don't know how much time y'all have. Y'all want to react to the CoffeeZilla video now? Y'all want to wait till tomorrow?
Let's save it for tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll save it for tomorrow. So yeah, tomorrow's show, 7 p.m. EST, we'll react to CoffeeZilla's video and probably also have other segments too of other stuff going on. But yeah, react to CoffeeZilla's videos tomorrow. But that's it for the Ravencast. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. And it's been me, your boy Triton and the crew, and we are signing out. Peace.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hold up. Like button, subscribe if you're new. Y'all know what to do. And fuck you, Johnson. Fuck you, Josh Johnson, you piece of fucking shit. It's been me, your boy Triton. I'm signing out. See you guys tomorrow for more exposure on the situation. Peace.
Maybe I just tried too hard, or didn't try enough, but didn't know what I had. But I really messed it up this time, and I feel so bad. I could really use a clue, baby. Tell me what to do before you make up your mind. Cause I'm pressing forward, but stuck on empty, and I'm running out of time. So leave me cold, leave me stranded, leave me broken, empty-handed. Leave me nothing, I'll leave whatever. But baby, promise me you'll never leave me all alone if you go. I gotta know, no sense thinking I'd be depending on a long lost love that walks out. You're never gonna leave me all alone if you go. I gotta know, no sense thinking I'd be depending on a long lost love that walks out. You're never gonna leave me behind. Don't leave me behind. Remember June and all the petty plans we made. A campfire on a sunset lit beach. It could be so great. But watch out when I open my mouth, cause I'm causing all the doubt, and I should practice what to say. Cause I barely made it up this time, and now not guilt made of rain. So leave me cold, leave me stranded, leave me broken, empty-handed, leave me nothing, I'll leave whatever. But baby, promise me you'll never leave me all alone if you go. I gotta know, no sense thinking I'd be depending on a long last long that watch out. You're never gonna leave me all alone if you go. I gotta know, no sense thinking I'd be depending on a long last love that watch out. You're never gonna leave me behind. Don't leave me behind. So leave me cold, leave me stranded, leave me broken, empty-handed, leave me nothing, I'll leave whatever. But baby, promise me you'll never leave me all alone if you go. I gotta know, no sense thinking I'd be depending on a long last love. But watch out, you're never gonna leave me all alone if you go. I gotta know, no sense thinking I'd be depending on a long last love. Then watch out, you're never gonna